You've been up for 3 hours?
I have a kid. LOL.
Oh my gosh.
What's up, he says? We'll ask you a quick question. You can hit whatever you like. Well, they're right over it.
All right, thanks. I'm at a drive-through real quick, getting some. I'm getting some coffee. Okay. Not getting any dash orders. Spark orders haven't been popping up. All right, thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Dude, coffee's too expensive, man. Fucking A. Coffee time. Let's go. What's up? All right, we're back. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? I had to do a couple setups in the truck.
Says, "Hey Swifty, how are you?
Good,
Coffee."
good. I had it.
Audrina says, "I am getting a thunderstorm. It
Oh,
was
really?
bad last night."
I'm just getting a couple. I had to get rid of like a lot of cables in the truck. I had to like empty out a bunch of stuff, set the cameras up the way they're supposed to. I did order something really cool. It's arriving like at 12 or 3, and I'm probably gonna try to install it once it gets here. It's called an active um, USB extension cable 3.0 active. So that means it's powered. So I'm gonna attempt to see if I get it to work. see if I can get a. See, I want to see if I can charge the phone, or not the phone. I want to see if I can charge. Dude, I'm not. I don't have any energy. Let me drink some coffee.
Stream Elements
Expensive,
says,
$5.
Just subscribe.
Hey, first sub of the day. What's up, buddy? Thank you, man. We're gonna go to a hot spot right now. I want to charge I want to use the cameras in the back as webcams. But in order to use them as webcams, they'll have less latency, but they're not charging. So I'm gonna attempt to do it with what's called an active HDMI, not HDMI, USB extension cord. An active meaning you power it. So it's like, imagine a cable extension USB, but then you have power on it, like a little like a plug, and you plug it into like a wall. So you power the cable, electrify the cable, give it more voltage. Maybe that's all I needed for the DJI Action 6. Remember when I had the DJI Action 6? I couldn't. It was running at 10 frames per second. Could not get it to run. Maybe that's why. That's probably what I needed. No, actually, no. I did a short cable and it still didn't do it.
They have active and non-active for DisplayPort as well.
Yeah. It's crazy, though.
It's Willick says, "WoW later?"
Oh, yeah. We're going to definitely play WoW later tonight. I played last night. I got 1,700. I couldn't believe it. But Warrior's kind of freaking strong, man. Warrior's...
TMMOOF
Warrior's strong.
Morning, y'all.
Hey, but I think Warrior should be that way. Why the hell not? Warrior should be strong, physically, right? You know, stay away from a warrior. They hit hard. That's that. I like that concept. So we hit 1,700 last night. I was able to get my one piece of free tier piece.
2020 says, "Hello Swifty, what's up?"
Hey, what's up, man? Not much. I'm just chilling like Magellan. So now I have active keybinds. Oh, I might have to lift that up.
Grandma D says, "Did you start mileage?"
Yeah, I started
Aldrina says,
I started it.
"I was still up when you got to 1,690 something. LOL."
Yeah, I got 1,700. $5 for 4 miles. You know what? I gotta turn around. I'm gonna take it. $5 for 4 miles.
Using the left lane, make a U-turn to stay on Tuscaloosa Road.
I'm going to take it. Let me pause DoorDash. I'm gonna take it. All right, we got our first order of the day, and it's gonna take us where we want to go. I might have to lift the camera up a little bit. Yeah, that camera has to go up a little bit tiny. I binded all these key bindings to my Steam Deck, so I can automatically press it. Like looking forward, full camera, behind camera, and then I'm gonna add another camera to
At Christopher
the car.
Sibolsky 5006 says, "Hey Swifty and chat."
What's up, buddy? What's up? What's up? All right. There's one other camera that I want to add. I was gonna add another camera behind my seat, because I have these NDI. I think it's Osbot Tail Air. So I set one up, but I'm charging it because it's like completely dead. And every time I try to start it, it just turns itself off. So I'm gonna charge it a little bit more, I guess, and then I'm gonna see if I can get it working. It's an NDI camera, so it should have very low latency.
In a quarter-mile turn left on East State Road 434 using the left 2 lanes.
Is this gonna be Chick-fil-A? I mean, is this gonna be Huey Magoo's? Might be. I was just here. I just ate at Huey Magoo's, and then I just got myself a coffee to wake up. I was gonna start my stream quickly, but the thing is, I had to switch the cameras. I had to redo cable management. I got rid of the whole cooling thing. I had to get it out of there. So now I have an extra compartment there, but I'm gonna use it to power devices like cameras. So if I can get that cable to work, it's gonna arrive later today. If it works, I'm gonna put it in that thing and then cable manage it because it's 25 feet. And if it works, oh my God, I'm gonna order another one.
Says, "Good day to start with $5 order."
Yeah, if it works, I'm gonna get another one. I'm gonna get another one of those cables. I got one to see if it works, but maybe it works with a splitter. Who knows? Maybe it's since it's an active cable, maybe it works with a splitter.
What Starlink plan do you use?
Right now I'm using $80 a month, but I gotta check again my how much bandwidth I'm using now because I think it might have gone down because I'm not doing 7 hours anymore. Like food delivery, I'm doing maybe I would say only 2 days a week. Oh shit, only 2 days a week I do like 6-7 hours. The rest of the days it's like 4 or 5. Hey, thank you for the sub. So I'm using a lot less bandwidth now. So I might have to, I can probably even lower my plan. Because right now I'm at 30 gigabytes. No, 300 gigabytes and it's $80. But I think I can probably do something like maybe 200 gigabytes or maybe even 100 gigabytes, depending. I'll have to check at the end of the month to see how much data I'm actually using.
At the I-11 says 6-7.
Is this you, Magoo's? Oh my God, I just ate here.
Could you use Starlink at home, or is it not fast enough for that?
I don't think I need Starlink at home because I already have 1,000 up, 1,000 down at home, right? So it's not like I need it, right? I would say if we had a house out in the country and there's no internet, there's like Spectrum, then yeah, for sure I'd set it up, get unlimited, and that way I can stay connected, right? But I don't need it at home. I got 1,000 up, 1,000 down.
Murda Best in Time says it would be just to save on a bill.
Oh, you mean to get rid of my? Oh.
Okay. Hey man, been playing Call of Duty Warzone, waiting for the new season. Have been playing in Season 4 in Battlefield. I'm level 136 on Battlefield and Prestige on Battlefield.
Damn, you're going hard, aren't you?
Says, only a question. TG Squid.
All right, 1 second. Let me get this order.
Let me get this order.
X News says, why you doing food deliveries?
Oh, because it's fun.
In a bad place, ride me up. Murda Best in Time says, Swifty likes PvP and WoW and that's no good ATM. Ava52 says, cause he likes it. Mervin91 says, sorry I meant COD when I said I was prestige. At Kiroshi Cat says, meow meow meow. Nalini16 says, hey ya. Murd at best in time says, can Swifty not just enjoy doing deliveries? LOL.
It's fun. Fun. All right, I'm gonna stop giving me orders. Uber, stop giving me orders. You need to calm down. All right, hold on a second. All right, there we go. So now I have hotkeys for the cameras. I had to get rid of the stars. I had them on
Mervin91
hotkeys.
says, sorry Swifty I meant him leveling to Prestige 2 on COD Warzone prepping for
Oh.
Season 5.
Okay, all right, quick question. Quick question. How many people are cheating in Call of Duty?
No apologies says, Uber calm down stop resisting.
How many people are cheating?
Says, but yeah, I would be curious if you could just pay for a Starlink and get rid of your home internet bill.
Oh, nah. But the thing is, it would be
hold on. Says, 9.
Look, I understand what you're saying. Like, I could save a lot of money if I just put my Starlink at home. But then I'd have to, like, take it out from my truck, like, mount it on my roof of my house, and then plug it in and do all that stuff. And then when I wanted to get in my car and use it in my car, I'd have to demount it from the roof of my house, mount it again on my truck. It just seems like an annoying process, right? Of, unmounting it and mounting it every day. Like, and then I'll have internet at home, and for a savings of $50 a month, because that's what I think I pay like 50 or 60, maybe, like, for no more than 80, I think, for 1,000 up, 1,000 down internet. That's what I pay. Maybe even 85. Who knows? I don't know how much that is. But yeah, I see what you mean. I understand, and I get it. I get that it seems like I could technically save money because I already have Starlink, but it's not like I can park my car and share the internet from my car to my house. I mean, it doesn't work. I already have internet in my house, so that's separate. Now I have internet in my car. That's completely separate.
Adlateralus 336 says, Swifty do a Mythic 10 delivery.
Yeah, for sure, man. Dope.
Mervin91 says, depends if you mean having unlocked the zombie weapon and completely destroy people is cheating, at least not off what I know.
What do you mean? Of course there's people cheating. Call of Duty is where there's some of the most cheaters, because they can use the aimbot and not get caught.
Time says, that's kinda a lot. I have 1 gig fiber for $40 a month.
Oh, nice.
Stream
nice. Good
on
for you.
Just subscribed.
On X?
Pandemicer
Thank
just
you.
Subscribed.
Pandemicer?
Just subscribed.
Oh, those are gifted subs.
Just subscribed.
Those are gifted subs.
Just subscribed. No apologies says, Cheater Central.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Says, Swifty all with.
I mean, I could.
Says, shh.
I could technically save money with the Starlink if I lower my plan.
Hate big internet companies, TBH.
Yeah. If I lower the plan, like if I lower it to like 100 gigs a month, maybe then I only pay like $40, $50.
Says, Trippy from Chernobyl gifted 5 subs.
Thank you for the 5 gifted, man.
Time says, WW subs.
W.
Natanero says, I bought an espresso machine on Amazon and I make unlimited $8 drinks for pennies. Starbucks is such a ripoff.
That's good, man. But okay, see, but you had to invest in
Monster
the
says,
super coffee
what did
machine.
you have for breakfast?
I had a Huey Magoo's. I was just there eating, and the funny thing is, I went there, I ordered, and then I ate the food, and then shortly after, I came back and picked up a delivery order. um, the what was I gonna say? Oh, the coffee machine. I want to invest because that's an investment, right? I want to invest in a really good coffee machine, but they're thousands of dollars. I might be able to pick one up cheaper for like a couple $100 that's almost as good, you know? But you want to get one of those restaurant style ones where it's like stainless steel and it has like a whole bunch of attachments. So you can technically make any version of a coffee you want. And then it has a big thing to hold the beans, and then it grinds the beans, and then you take the powder, and then you go put in the machine, give yourself some pressurized coffee, and yeah, some of those machines can cost like I would say maybe 1,000, maybe a cheap version, maybe between 500 and 1,000, and then you got like the best coffee machine ever. And then all you got to do is buy the beans. So then you can buy the beans by like the pound, and then once you're doing that, then you're really saving on coffee. Now I don't really drink like fruity or sweet. I don't get sweeteners or anything like that. I just drink black coffee with I sometimes I put creamer in there, right? But I get the one that's like sugar free creamer. Sasha gets that, and then I might put some of that in there to give it a little bit of flavor. But yeah, I think that would be the best if I get that. At some point, I'm gonna once I have a little bit of extra cash, I'm gonna invest in one of those things. Right now, I have a regular coffee machine that just makes the you just put the thing and you have to. It takes a while, you know. You gotta fill it with water and then you gotta leave and then wait till it brews all the coffee. I used to have the Nespresso. The Nespresso are the little ones that are pressurized, and you put them in the little thing, and you close it, and you hit a button, and then it pours coffee for you. It's like concentrated, right? Because it's like pressurized. That's the Nespresso. But the thing is, um, those little those little cartridges for the Nespressos, they started going up in price, and now they're super expensive. Now, so what ends up happening is you have to buy them in bulk. So you have to buy like 100 at a time, and that's the only way you can get like a savings or like a discount. But then if you do the math, it's still like 20, 30 cents per cartridge, or maybe even 40 cents per little cartridge. So at that point, you're like, it's still too expensive, right? In the long run, if you really, really want to save money, you got to buy the 50-pound bag of beans, man, and then grind it yourself. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Althea says, those cartridges are insane.
They went up in price too, you know. Yeah, coffee is like way too much money, man. It really is. Like it adds up. Like I bought that coffee, it was $5, dude.
DND4 Decora says, this a hybrid truck or you driving a regular V8?
It's a
Nation
it's a
says,
regular
there's so much waste, too, from
it's a
all those
regular truck.
cartridges.
It's a regular truck. It's a diesel. Diesel's the green one. So I have a diesel truck. Oh, I hit the light. The diesel. And you know what I think I need to do? I need to get the see this thing? It was $5. Well, you leave a tip, right? It was like 3.79 or something like that. And then you leave $1 tip and it's $5 with tax.
Nayo says, for coffee I just rock the generic store brand pods for my current. I get 15 pods for 5.
Oh, you get a savings on them? Guys, there's an NDA camera that I'm gonna set up in a few. It's an NDI camera.
Storm Gray Eye says, $5 for Starbucks is daylight robbery.
It is.
Dimichski says,
Whose idea
why do
was it
you
to
need
raise
to
the
tip at
price?
Starbucks?
Well, because the thing
Veiny
is,
Monster says, do you use stevia in your coffee?
no,
Dream
I don't put
Element
sweetener.
says, I could just subscribe for 5 months in a row.
I got the name.
Badass Uncle says, Buenos dias, Swifty.
Buenos dias. Gracias, gracias.
Storm Gray Eye says, and wait, is that the small one?
Yeah. No, it was the
Rumham
tall.
says,
They don't
that's
call
a
it.
tiny coffee
They
too.
don't call it small. They call that tall. That's the tall. Then you want the venti. That's the big, right? And the small is, I guess, a small, right? I think tall is the small, right? I think tall, grande, and venti. Oh, tall, grande, and venti. The tall is not tall; it's short.
TMMOOF says, but why so tall if a small?
I know, right? Yeah, dude.
Rumpang
Why
says,
so tall when
Tim
it's small?
Hortons would be 5 times bigger. Veiny Monster says, gas station coffee is better than Starbucks. Steelman 55
Yeah,
says,
true.
ain't no way I'm tipping a Starbucks barista for doing their job, especially in-person pickup.
Yeah.
Storm Gray Eye says, in Europe over here it's called the small, medium and big. At least they don't try to scam you with the naming Lumeo. Bashan says, you are required to say tall and venti when you order or they will refuse to serve you and throw you out of the store. B4 Upnetch says, didn't they make a meme about this? Shotgun Monkey Slayer says, if you only drink black coffee I think you only need a regular drip coffee machine. At Beret 786 says, if I won the lottery I'd donate to you so can go back to playing WoW.
I appreciate it, man.
Is this real?
I got a $2 tip, bros. I got a $2 tip.
DND4 Decora says, someone reports Swifty for driving his truck in Stormwind.
375 for 3.7 miles. All right. You know what? Yeah, let's go.
Are you the bartender? Yes, we have tough jerky, melon juice, and stormy brie.
Where do I deliver this to?
This will go to Duskwood on the path to Stranglethorn Vale. They have a
Also,
campsite,
TV
but watch out
says,
for stitches.
finally
What's
the
the
Silverado
stitches?
truck update is live in Nazareth.
Thank you.
Bashan says, nah. TG Squid says, LOL, nice. Garbaggio Adagio says, Stormy Brie. Alpha Pack Master says, well, Gorsome news I didn't want yesterday afternoon. MRI revealed bone spurs in Kynek. Poor Kamek says, what's a stitches? Incinerate Gaming says, hi guys, feels good man. Guru Muck says, what is your favorite looking Wazone?
I have your food delivery.
Chanel Ruxk says, good morning Swift Eye.
Thank you very much.
Look, it's Stitches! Take this Stormwind Brie and throw it Stitches. Quick!
Wolfram White says,
I will
damn
rescue you.
AI,
Follow me.
drop.
We made it.
What's that noise?
I don't know.
DND4 Decora says, LOL, what is this?
I think we're losing Stitches.
What's a stitches?
What do you mean? What's a stitches, dude? It's like this, yo. It's like that, yo. I'm picking up another order. Add $2 to 2.3 miles. All right.
Bashan says, we never do find out what a stitches is.
It's like this, yo.
Blotch 0DD says, that's too weird. Was that a commercial?
What? Stitches?
Guru Muck says, the first time he asks what's a sticks with that naive smile on his face is so funny.
I gotta pick up
Alpha
2
Pack
orders now.
Master says, so remetal or woodworking for me until the surgeon gets done.
Surgeon? Ba 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 ba. Dude, I can't wait to get those cables. It says it's gonna arrive like between 12 and 3 in the afternoon. So once I get those cables,
DND4 Decora says, you play in Classic Plus Swifty?
am I playing Classic
Jameson
Plus? Yeah,
360
yeah, yeah.
says, can I ask what state you're in? It's so green.
It's Florida, Florida.
Alpha Pack Master says, MRI revealed bone spurs in my neck.
Oh, bone spurs. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. I think my Sasha's father had those in his shoulder. 12:10 live. I wonder if I have to. Where am I going? I'm picking up. I think I'm picking up a McDonald's, and I'm picking up probably a Huey Magoo's. I must be the only person in this area delivering. Ah. Oh. But I cut my own hair, chat. Look, I cut my own hair. Gave myself a fade. It's probably messed up. Oh shoot. I had to do it. I saved like $30 by just doing it myself. At least the sides, right? The top I can't do, right? But the sides I can do. The sides are okay.
Alpha Pack Master says, Tats explains the gap. K Kona Stevie says, it's lopsided. Alpha Pack
It's okay.
Master says, JK. Ava 52 says, do you want to build a snowman?
Mm-hmm.
Alphax says, what about the back?
I did the back.
52 says,
a little bit.
Sorry, was watching the movie LOL.
Bailando. Oh, oh. We're going to McDonald's. I think both orders are in McDonald's. Yeah. All right, so I'm picking up 2 orders in McDonald's.
Says, it's free to cut your own.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's not that bad. What I did was I did the machine all the way up to here.
Guru Muck says, you could play a good grizzled sergeant in a military movie.
Yeah, I cut my own hair.
Rumpank says, can someone donate to get this man a haircut? Old Jippy says, Swafty, are you front windows tinted?
Dude, I remember when haircuts used to be less than $10. Do you guys remember that? Do you remember that? In my lifetime, in my day, I could get a haircut for $5. Back in my day. I can't believe, the things that our grandparents would tell us. I used to buy ice cream for a nickel. The things our grandparents told us. We're saying that now, like in a very short period of time.
Says, I cut my own too, but it's pretty easy. It's just a razor KEKW.
Razor
Kek
no, W?
We are not 70 plus. Lavakustach says, what happened with your original Night Elf Warrior? Ava 52 says, everything used to be cheap.
Everything used to be
says,
cheap.
When I lived in Wichita, a good haircut cost $40.
No, women have expensive haircuts.
Says, did you walk to school uphill both ways?
Women have expensive haircuts.
Says,
all right, let me go get this real quick.
Old Jippy says, Mayo, my dad says that all the time. It's like $30 now, used to be like 10-15. At Zoop 38 says, Swifty, how are you, brother? How's the young one? God bless. Ava 52 says, brought just to get my hair done. It's like 8160. Also a TV says, I just shave it all off. K Kona Stevie says, last time I went to the barber, which was a long time ago, it was $15 with a $2 tip. Poor Kamek says, women get ripped off for a lot of basic things. Old Jappy says, women don't get ripped off, their boyfriends do. Galdrina says, I used to take my son for haircuts for $10, and since our hairdresser moved, people want $30 for a basic cut. Old Jappy says, Lou. Ava52 says, nah, I pay for my shit. At Christopher Cebulski 5006 says, people make a lot more now though. 10-15 years ago I made $8 an hour working hardcore labor as a construction framer. Now I would be making 35 plus. Galdrina says, women make their own money. Well, most do. Ava52 says, exactly Galdrina, lol.
All right, now we got to go to the Huey Magoo's.
Stream Element says, MR Theory just subscribed.
Mr.
Israel
Theory!
says, man's trying to get banned XD.
Mr.
Epic
Theory!
Flag Eric says, Ava52, can you cut my hair please? Subscriber discount price. Alpha Pack Master says, I walked to school uphill both ways barefoot in the snow with overalls and no t-shirt or underwear, dragging my flint, steel and stone tablets, because I couldn't afford a saddle for my Triceratops. Ava52 says,
Why?
I'm not a hairdresser, lol.
Why?
Each and everything 430 says, I need to find a man to pay for my haircuts. Ava52 says, I can troubleshoot your internet though. K Kona Stevie
She can,
says,
she can.
that's as Florida as it gets.
She helped me with a controller for Spectrum.
Says, bro, how much you bench press?
Not. I don't try to bench press a lot anymore. My record's
Old
300.
says, Swifty, are your front windows tinted?
No, well, yeah, kind of. They need to be a little bit more tinted, though. We're picking up a Huey Magoo's order. 2 orders.
52 says, I mean, I can just shave it off, lol.
Pack it up, pack it in.
Swifty,
Let me
how
begin.
are you doing, man? Are you surviving in the heat?
It doesn't seem like it's that hot today. I guess maybe it's because it rained yesterday. Yesterday was a good day, dude. All right, 1 second.
Lava Kustojach says, Swifty, are you ever consider powerlifting? Degid Laser says, you fixed the dangling part, nice. Old Jappy says, show window tint. NVMLOL. Alpha Pack Master says, some women look hot pulling off a Cheryl O'Connor. K Kona Stevie says, yesterday was horrible, I had 50 stops, like 250 locations. Zax of the Arena says, this is Swifty's truck. Please back away from the truck doors.
All right. All right, let's deliver this. Vamonos!
XP. Lava Kustojach says, Swifty, you should Cerakote your camera, that should help for overheating.
Nah, man, it's fine.
TMMOOF says, loving the rear cam for these pickups.
No, it's fine because I already I'm not gonna use the cell phone anymore.
Does your truck stay hot inside since you are always opening the doors?
Nah, the air conditioner stays on. Yeah, the where does it have me going? I don't understand. Tuscaloosa, 419. Is it here? I think this is where it wants me to go.
At Famous Thomas says, dang, did they close the Tijuana flats?
Yeah, because they raised the rent too much here.
Alpha Pack Master says,
the businesses.
If you live stream getting your head shaved, I'll tip $100. But Scratker says, looks more like a cyber truck than an actual cyber truck.
Hey,
I love it.
She probably pays more than that for just like fixing her hair. Because the women, you go to the beauty salon, and just to blow dry your hair is like $20, right? And then you do your nails, and then you get the highlights. The full treatment was like $60, $80, or something like that.
Ava52 says, I would never do that.
Don't listen to him, Ava.
Trev says, right in front of my house again. At Famous Thomas says, they close everything in that plaza. I'm not sure why it's so expensive to rent.
Okay, no, I'm gonna tell you why.
But you can just send the money anyway.
You can. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, there's something with commercial real estate. For some reason, companies are buying the commercial real estate. A lot of the commercial real estate here, big companies come in and buy, and then they just jack up all the prices, the rent, and then they make it so that the businesses leave because it's too expensive. So it's only good for like new businesses, because then the prices get lowered slightly a bit, right? Like if you're an already established business, they really try to gouge you, or they really try to squeeze you. So that's why Tijuana Flats left. They got squeezed. They got pushed out of there. They jacked up their rent way too much. I know this because like there's another shopping center where we actually know. Hold on. We actually know one of the employees. Damn it, dude! What the hell? What? Okay. We actually met one of the employees, and the employee told us. Okay. Dude, where the hell is this number? Hold on a second. I passed it. The employee told us, like, it was one of the. I'll tell you which one it was. All right, hold on one second. Give me a minute. Let me play a quick video. UFO is a short video.
I know you have food, Swifty. Thank you.
Okay, so the employee told me, oh shoot, this is a one way. You can't go left here. So the employee told me that they had an established business. I think it's like a restaurant, and she worked in. I think Sasha was helping her because she was trying to find like real estate. So she was helping her with real estate, and then she told her, yeah, the restaurant was the only thing that was doing really well, like in the shopping center. And she said that, oh my god, dude, what the heck, man? I can't get out of here. It's a labyrinth. She said that they were trying to increase the rent so much that they were considering leaving. they weren't giving them breaks. Like, you know, they're the most established restaurant there. They're the ones that do the best there, and that's the restaurant that brings all the customers. And if they leave, then there's nothing left in that shopping center. So the the business, or that rent it out to them, doesn't want to give them a break. They just want to jack up their rent because they're making money. They want to jack it up so that they can make more money. Anyway, so yeah.
Will host Daco just subscribed.
Hey, thank you for the sub.
K Kona Stevie says, apartments with garages, half of the people probably have garage delivery for Amazon.
There we go. I found the way out. It was a labyrinth. I had to get out of here. So anyway, so yeah, that's the thing
Will
about.
host Daco says, big hug from Portugal.
Thank you, man. Big hugs from Portugal. I also think that, you know, some of these. I think some of the businesses that are established, what they do is they do a contract, right? Let's say they do a contract for 5 years, and you go into a business location. In the contract, when you make the agreement, every year in the contract they increase 10 or 15% every year. Boom, boom, boom. So it shows how much you're going to have to pay increases every year. So what they do is the 5 year contract, and then once they're done with the contract and they try to renegotiate, oh, they want it to be more than what they paid at the end of the 5 years. But if they just leave, go somewhere else, they can get someplace else a lot cheaper. Oh, wait, hold on a second. So it was a real shame, like I said, in my area right here, because I live near here. It was a real shame to see Tijuana Flats leave, Subway left. Um, there was another place that was like arts and craft. They left too. Um, and then there was also a Vietnamese food place. They
Aldi
left.
is expanding big time.
So yeah, and then that Huey Magoo's is right there.
Trev says, Ice Jersey Mike's there where Subway was.
Yeah, Subway got
Laser
chased
says,
out.
Popo spotted. Wanted star level.
Oh yeah. All right, give me a second. So I wouldn't be surprised if Huey Magoo's leaves next, even though they do well.
Says, is that
they're
why
gonna
your
leave.
arcade closed?
No. The arcade closed because the city that I'm currently in, they took too long to let me open. So they forced me to stay closed too long, for half a year. They forced me to stay closed for half a year while they stalled and finally approved the arcade to let me open. But by then it was too late. So by being forced to stay closed for 6 months, it made the business fail. Imagine sitting around waiting for 6 months, not being able to open. So yeah, that's what I learned, and I found out specifically in this city.
Knockout says, sounds like typical bureaucratic nonsense.
No. Yeah, but I found out that specifically in the town that I was in, it's particularly worse than all the other towns. Like the other towns, you would have been open in like a couple months or maybe a month. Like the other towns are faster when it comes to like opening a business. For some reason, this town it was like, maybe it's because it's a small town, and dude, I had to go up in front of city council, and we had to like pitch the idea. We're already signed the contract already. We're already getting ready to open, but they made us go in front of city hall and pitch the idea and try to convince them that it was a good idea for the community. They wanted us to explain why this was good for the community. I was like, oh my gosh. 1 second. Oh, this is a cool town. Look at this. It's called Legends. Oi! Did I make a wrong turn? Oh no, I'm good. All right, I saw a popo, so yeah, for sure. How many popos did we see? I think we saw 2, right? So we're at 2 stars. Dude, I'm loaded with sunblock today. Yesterday, last night, people were like, "Oh my god, you got a suntan." I was like, "Freaking hot! It was hot today. It was insane." All right. What floor? What floor are we on? All right. All right, 1 second, chat.
Hello, Swifty. I love your videos. Take this ring as a reward. Thank you for the food delivery. Happy streaming.
LOL, a hobbit hole delivery? Squabble says, carb loading Frodo is my favorite.
Did you just say carb loading? Did you just say carb loading? All right, guys, we're gonna start. Let me show you what.
Says, for the Shire.
All right, look what I got here.
Says, LOL, I love how changes multiple times in each video.
We're gonna put this in the back here.
Alpha Pack Master says, LeMayo Hobbit video shows an F-150 LeMayo first noticing that. Lava Kustach says, Keto enemy Bilbo.
Keto enemy Bilbo. Don't turn off. Why you turn off? Okay. All right, we're good. We're good. It should be NDI now.
Rumpeg says, Car Bilbo.
Car Bilbo. All right. So now we should have an NDI camera.
Just
Hello? Audio got dissonance. All right, hold on. Let's set up a
Democrat Guide says, Swifty, have you ever delivered to an amusement or entertainment park?
have I ever entertainment park? I don't think I have. No, maybe. Let me get an NDI. NDI search. See if I can find it. I might have to actually access.
Says, Bilbo Gainans.
Yeah.
That famous Thomas says, the signal there is awful.
Oh, it's awful? Okay, I'll have to move. I'll have to move. All right. Give me 1 second. I might have to get onto the network, and I have to set this as an NDI camera.
It's leak a dead zone in that complex.
All right.
Lava Kostach says, very bad signal.
Okay. All right. I'll get out of here.
Char Panda says, Hey Swifty, have you seen the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy?
Yeah,
Off the
yeah,
path
Lord. Yeah,
Hobbit video. Anyone else notice that?
yeah, it does. I know, it does.
Datacron Guide says, off I go. Going to have second breakfast. Take care all.
Hey, you too, man.
At
Take it easy, buddy.
7734 says, hey Swifty, what's your thoughts on Classic?
What is my thoughts on
Bilbo
Classic?
Stacko
I think
says,
it's gonna be
I
good.
stopped playing WoW in Wrath,
I
but
think
I
Classic's gonna be
decided to
good.
come back.
Yeah.
I miss your warrior vids. Hope you're
Uh,
happy and everything in your life is going well.
thank you, man. We'll do Warrior
Lava
vids soon,
Krasnach
man.
says,
We'll do Warrior vids
Swifty,
soon.
what's your first car?
First car was a
Geisha
Camaro.
says,
Camaro.
Swifty is a huge Tolkien fan.
Yeah, yeah, I love Token. All right, let's. I'm trying to get this camera set up. All right, hopefully the internet's better here, and hopefully we're good.
I am Boppy says, are you more up for Mexican or Chinese food?
I like them both, Mexican and Chinese food for sure, dude. Yeah. OBS bot. Oh man, it's gonna make me log in. Open. Continue. Oh my god. Continue. It's like this, yo. All right, camera. I'm logging.
says, Swifty, stay hydrated.
I will stay hydrated. Thank you, man. I truly appreciate it, dude. Remind me later. Okay, let me.
Dennis Prime says, hey man, ever thought about coming to the UK and explore?
Yeah, I would love to come to the UK. Yeah, that's one place that I really want to go visit. All right, 1 second. All right, let's see. NDI mode.
At Hermetic Signal says, on days when you DoorDash, when do you work out?
I worked out before I started streaming today. Like I went to the gym and I did chest today, and then I started the stream.
Also, a TV says, travel the world and do food delivery.
Yeah, travel the world, exactly. All right, hold on a second. Wait, let me finish setting this up. All right, this should work now. NDI. All right. Okay. It should be NDI now. Let's see if I can detect it as an NDI camera now. It's like this, yo. I'm trying to add a camera, an NDI camera.
16748 says, do you always use Smith machines or free weights or a combination?
I like just I like machines. Sometimes I do free weights, but I like machines. Okay, I can't get a signal here. What the hell? No, dude, where'd the signal go? All right, let me see if I can find it. NDI stream. NDI search. Oh, you can only create up to 3 streams. Oh, okay, it's not letting me.
Hermetic Signal says,
Oh.
camera struggle continues.
No, it's not that. I'm trying to add a third camera, and for some reason it's not letting me. So I'm just trying to figure out how to do it. I think I have to add it at a brand new camera here. NDI stream. You can only have up to 3 sources. All right, I might have to delete a source. You can only have 3 sources. Okay. Okay. Oh man, I can only have 3 sources? No, I need the rear view. I need the back. No, there's got to be a way. No way. There's got to be a way. You can create up to 3 streams. No. Okay, how do I do this? I have no idea. Okay, so this is camera 1, camera 2, and then we have 3 streams here. I have this one. Maybe I can create it here. NDI. No, it won't let me. No. All right, can I add it as a webcam? I might be able to add it as a webcam. I think I can add it as a webcam. It's so weird I can't add it as an extra camera. I'm limited to 3 cameras. So even if I add it as a webcam, I won't be able to. All right, let me figure this out. Maybe I need to delete something. Delete. 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 All right, let me see if I can add it now. No, up to 3 streams. Okay, so yeah, for some reason it doesn't allow me to do doesn't allow me to add it. That's so weird. HDMI 2. Okay. Well, let me add it as a webcam, I guess. Let me see.
Loblobso says, I wish I had the funds to do what you do, dearest Swiftie.
I want this third camera. I won't stop until it works. Give me a third freaking camera. uh, oh, you know what? Dude, I don't have. Oh, shoot, hold on. I don't have an extra cable. Oh, wait. I think I see one. Oh.
Chef Boy Hardick says, morning afternoon Swiftie.
Hey, good morning, bro. Great day for fishing, ain't it? How you doing, bro? All right, 1 second. Almost done. I had to plug it in as a webcam. Oh, there it is. Now it detects it. All right, so.
Liam 7192 says, you are a thing of hell. You look great, Swift.
Oh, thank you, man.
Stupid 89 says, it's all about reality and making some noise.
Yep, for sure, dude. Okay, there we go.
At Watharabi says, Swifty, love your content.
Do you like
I
the
have
new
not
angle?
watched you since your gaming house.
All right,
In
I have a
Great
new
to see you again.
angle now. Is it a better angle? You guys like it?
Lava Kustaraj says, WRC camera. Love that.
Okay, we stop.
Chanel Roxk says, great angle, nice.
420 for 2 miles, bros.
Char Panda says, I like this angle.
All right, we're going.
7,100.
Eliano's coffee.
Cables are your life.
Eliano's coffee.
Steelman 55 says, it's like I'm a kid in a car seat watching dad drive. Stupid 89 says, over the shoulder view. He's a rally racer now. Lava Kostalach says, now you can go rally. Adesangul says, where's the music and you tell us where we are going?
We're going to Eliano's coffee. Eliano's. Eliano's.
Loving the Starlink.
Low clearance. Do we make it? Do we make the clearance?
Char Panda says, does your phone get hot with this on?
Yeah, I gotta pick up for. All right, 1 second. Oh, sorry. I didn't know I was unmuted. All right, hold on. Check this out. So you can see.
89 says, no sound.
All right, you can see
says,
my hand.
I am shopping for supplements.
This is
I found some creatine nitrate and that stuff is great for muscles in the gym.
I forgot you could change it with hand gestures.
At Famous Thomas says, no sound.
Hello. Can you guys hear me now?
Says, I feel like passenger of the
Hello?
Chevy.
You guys hear me now? Oh.
Laxon says, yeah. Lava Kostalach says, yeah, we saw that. Love So says, we can hear ya, bro. I can't Gahan says, loud and clear.
Okay, you guys can hear me? Okay.
Says, ye, we hear you.
Okay, so
Also a TV says,
I have a Steam Deck down here.
Cam.
So when I press the
Lava
button down here.
Says, yeah, we hear you.
See, I press the button down there. All right.
Stumpy62 says, yes. At Famous Thomas says, it's like we're in an Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you. Wasuomi says, you much get this a lot, but you look like noob.
A noob?
At Esantul says, Dad, can we go to McDonald's and get a Happy Meal? Bonkatonk says, Mayday, Mayday, we need Swift back to some stuff.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Stupid
yeah, yeah,
89
yeah, yeah,
says,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Wasuomi
yeah, yeah,
says,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
must.
yeah, 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 yeah,
At
yeah.
Kirillohide 80,085 says, hello. At Franklin Rule
Hello,
says, what does it mean 17 earnings?
is it me
Love
you're
Luxo
looking
says,
for?
Swifty is lit, not a noob.
Feeny,
Noobs are
nee,
newbies.
nee, nee.
At Kirillohide 80,085 says,
Ah,
yeah, good question about earnings. Steelman 55 says, call it the car seat cam. Liam 7192 says, Swifty maps. Lava Kustach says, are you gonna do live stream from skating? Dimichski
live
says,
stream from
is
skating?
that a
Maybe.
screen or phone, the one in the middle below the camera?
This is the what broadcast right here. This is my GPS. This is the broadcast right here. And then I have a Steam Deck where I can control the cameras.
Russell 90 says, one shot macro for DoorDash? At Famous Thomas says, do you hear the text-to-speech messages from chat in your nightmares? Dimichski says,
Yeah.
what is the broadcast?
What?
Liam 7192 says,
What?
does Sasha like the setup?
She doesn't watch the stream. I'm pretty sure she'd be impressed though.
At Zackscape says, $17 over 4 trips and he forgot to start the timer. Lava Kustach says, never skip leg day.
Yeah, I gotta do leg day at some point.
Kalima says, Swifty with the food deliveries, how are the cams working today?
It's pretty good. Hopefully it charges.
John Panda says, does your phone get hot with the sun? I used to have a phone that will overheat due to the direct sunlight.
Yeah, sometimes.
Liam 7192 says, have to go to work now, have a good one.
Hey, you too, man. Take it easy, bruv. Oh.
At Shoddy J420 says, Swifty beatboxing. At Franklin Rule says, Swifty the wall legend, working a normal job XD. Lava Kustach says, I see that bottle of water, that's good, take care.
Yeah, we need
At
water.
J420
Yeah,
says,
let me get some more
make
water.
sure not to get DMC8 LOL. At Christopher Cibulski 5006 says, no sound for me. Kalima says,
No sound?
I'm glad you got most of it sorted out. Hopefully it will work perfect and not need to mess with it more.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get there's another thing that I'm gonna try out. The good thing is I got those NDI cameras. This is this is
5006 says, oh, sound working now.
Yeah, this is a good camera. This one, I like it a lot. The rear view camera. So now we have a car inside, which looks, I mean, a camera for inside, which looks good, I think. I wish those cameras would work outdoors though. They're such good cameras. If they were waterproof, it would be so good. Stick it outside. Because they're also PTZ cameras. You can, and it has a pretty good, decent wide angle.
Says, much love, Swifty. You ever think about Hardington, the level 19 road that was a big time cheater? Wasuomi
I don't remember.
Kanu. At Kemlo says, Swifty, how much are you averaging a week doing these deliveries?
I average about 500 a week. Not including gas. And I spend about maybe
Lava Kustach says, Swifty, do you ever consider powerlifting?
DM
Power says,
nah.
damn, it's still hot in Florida. Only 52 F here.
Here, listen, I'm gonna explain. Hold on, let me explain so you can understand. Okay, I'm gonna explain why I don't want to do powerlifting. Okay. It's not because I don't think I can. I know I can. I can powerlift, but the problem is all it takes is one mistake where you do improper form and something snaps and now you have an injury, right? And now that you have an injury, you're screwed, right? So all the things that you want to do, you can't. Like for example, do deliveries. I can't do deliveries anymore if I get an injury, especially if it's an injury like a rotator cuff or something like that. I can't do deliveries anymore. So why risk it? So instead I go and I just lift standard weights. I don't go crazy. I don't power lift. One second.
Anyone like protein?
Yes, we love protein.
Protein! 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 Do you want protein? Protein. Hey,
You gotta risk
mind if I
it
use that?
for the biscuit.
Cute little Murloc.
All right. Oh, sorry. Did I mute it? My bad.
It's really real.
So yeah, it's sometimes it's better to just play it safe. So I lift weights. I do heavy weights, but I don't power lift. I don't power lift. No.
Russell 90 says, "What am I watching? Haha."
How do we get out of here? Oh, damn it.
Char Panda says, "I know this is so random, but have you heard of Mercader? I haven't heard from him in a while."
Yeah, I wonder what he's doing. Yeah, I'm curious. I wonder what Mercator is doing. I know he really likes first-person shooter, so maybe he'll come back for like the new Call of Duty, or if there's like a new
Ludloxo
Battlefield.
says, "I'm buying also some Sustanon 250 for test use. I love Decalone so much." Siaku says, "Merc out." The Empower says, "Back pain incorporated with powerlift most likely."
Yeah, you don't want
Ross
to
says,
risk it.
Mercader assassin.
Risk it for the
Famous Thomas
biscuit.
says, "I don't power lift. I just lift with power."
You don't power lift, you
Uncle
just lift
Josh
with
says,
power, huh?
"Have you ever heard of Rivale's best rogue in the world? He should do Mercader."
Hmm. It's time for us to go to a hotter spot. This is this place has been okay, but we need an order to take us to Oviedo. So Oviedo is our mission. If we get an
Siaku
order that
says,
takes us there, we'll probably
"Swifty,
take
have
it.
you drank any soda lately?"
No, dude, I had
Watu
iced
Oni
tea,
says,
man.
"I just do good already."
Like,
Budget
I just
Laser
on
says,
iced tea, dude.
"Swifty, are you still friends with Nexius or did you guys move on? I know he moved on to an IT career and is doing good."
Yeah, I heard. I
At
spoke with
SGRMISC
Nexius. Yeah.
Arming BK6KZ says, "Teleported." At Sub3 says, "Due to regular cardio, still biking? I like to do biking or rowing for my cardio." At Niche Pictures Inc. says, "Swifty, you gotta stream wow."
I
Goody
did.
Muck says,
Hold on.
"What if you did a stream where you accept every order, no matter what, and just see where you end up at the end of the day?"
No, I already know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna end up an hour away from my house, taking bad orders, racking up 150 miles on the truck. I'm gonna be empty on gas.
Drop gear and disappear. At Franklin Rule says, "Are you a smoker? You never smoke?"
No, I don't smoke.
Digit Laser says, "That's awesome. You guys are still friends. How long have you known each other now? Over 15 years?"
I guess so, yeah. Something like that. 15 years, yeah. We should park somewhere and wait for an order. We should park somewhere and wait for an order. Wait, let me see now that I'm at a light.
"I have been smoking recently after quitting for 4 months."
No, don't do that. Now arriving 12:30, 3:30. Hasn't arrived yet. All right, has not arrived yet. I'm still waiting for it to arrive. There's Xiao.
Barlick63 says, "Yo, what's up?"
Yo, what's up? What's up, man?
Says, "Swifty, are you still in contact with the theme?" The Empower says, "Any crazy orders?"
Nothing too crazy. Yeah, nothing too crazy. We went to was it yesterday? We went to a place that had a bunch of mansions.
"Imagine Swifty steroided to the maximum capacity, being all gnarly."
My wife was like, "Why don't you get tattoos?"
I was like, "I remember Nexia's playing
what?
in Turtle WoW."
Tattoos?
At Thoughts on One says, "Love the AI clip for when you get out to deliver but it's messing up the pinky." At Zuler says, "What's good, Swifty?"
Oh, I saw a Popo. We saw another Popo.
Says, "Oh gosh, tattoos, that made me laugh."
There's 3 stars for the Popo. Yeah, this place is dead right now, man. We might have to go to
Wasuomi says, "Have you ever delivered to Hutch's MF house?"
No, I have not.
Says, "MR Popo from Dragon
10
Ball?"
drop-offs. 2 hours.
At Franklin Rule says, "How many miles you got left to the next delivery?"
I don't have a delivery right now. I'm just waiting for delivery, so we're just chilling. Now, what I want to do is I think I had a thing.
Kona Stevie says, "Amazon has been way behind lately. The other night they had 8,000 packages on top of the usual amount that go out." At Famous
Wow,
Thomas
really?
says, "The problem with that area is not a lot of food options."
Yeah, true. I gotta move. I gotta go somewhere else. But I'm waiting for an order that takes me somewhere else. So I'm hoping I pick up an order that takes me to Oviedo. We'll park right here real quick, and then I'll just wait for an order real quick, and it'll give me time to set up. I'm trying to set up like gameplay from my cell phone to this to the equipment, and I think I brought it. Didn't I bring it? I thought I. Oh, here it is. Okay, so check this out. See this thing right here? This will let me cast. This will let me cast.
20 years ago, I watched how Swifty one-shots PPL. Now I'm here.
I'm gonna cast.
Awesome.
Watch this. I'm gonna be able to cast to this. So this goes straight into HDMI. And then this goes into a power source. Straight to a power source. And now I think I can cast. Let's find out.
At Thoughts on One says, "How do you stay so positive?"
How? I don't know. Hold on, I gotta figure out how to cast to this thing. Where is it?
Siaku says, "Hella delay."
There's a delay? Huh? There shouldn't be a delay.
At I am Joshi says, Soxxy rep after years. Drive safe, my guy.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. Let me connect the Bluetooth. On. Okay, this device is not
Xiaku says, it's like a Godzilla movie, haha. Dejig Laser says, a wise man once said, I'm always happy even when I'm sad. I guess that's a good cheat code for happiness.
true.
Shoddy J420 says, just read a post that blew my mind.
Really?
At Franklin Rule says, hey Swifty, do you know what time it is?
No, not really.
Coffee timey.
Ah.
Shoddy J420 says, police in Deception Bay, Queensland, Australia, seized 2 functional folding handguns designed to resemble smartphones during a raid. The phones looked like transformers.
What does it say? What does it say the password is? God. All right, hold on. I don't know what the password is. I need my glasses. Hold on.
I can't Gohan says, 19. At Adam Jones IM says, Swifty, your IRL video when you went to Tijuana Flats lives in my head forever.
The password.
14/15
The
maybe
password's
when I
1 2
watched
3
it
4
and
5
I
6
just
7 8.
loved it. I'm 28
I think it's
now,
8.
bro. Feel old yet? 16748 says, we just saw that whole overlay lol.
Yeah, I know, but
I
it's
can't Gohan says, 18 sorry. Chanel Ruxk says, password was 12,345,678.
it's the wrong password.
At Kirillolite 80,085 says, password is 12,345. At Franklin Rule says, it's Kofi to me. Grazini says, what's this for? Frost Zealot says, Monkus. Destroyer 87 says, are going to Wawa today?
No, I actually already went. Yeah, I already went to the Wawa today.
Late Night Cheese says, hello Swiftie.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? What's up, buddy? It's not working. Oh, it connected. Okay, cool.
Dejig Laser says, the password is quote Diesel is the green one unquote.
Diesel is the green one. True. All right, hold on. Let's see if this works.
Frost Zealot says, oh TTS is reading out emote names it never used to do that.
Oh, emote names? Oh, dude, really?
The Empower says, didn't know you wear glasses. Frost Zealot says, NVM.
NVM?
Franklin Rule says, hey Swifty, what time it is coffee time?
It's coffee time. Yeah, buddy. All right. All right, let's see if this works.
Grazini says, emote names. Rumpank says, it's for reading.
It's for reading.
Dimichski says,
yeah, dude.
The older you get, the more glasses you need.
True.
Mystic
Facts.
Fear 775 says, password got updated. It is now 67,676,767.
yeah, dude. True, true, true.
Matt Goranok says, Swifty looks very smart with the glasses.
Hold on.
Stoach says, oh my gosh, 93 degrees, it's almost boiling point.
It is, dude. It is
Late Night
hot, dude.
Cheese says,
Yeah, it is
playing
hot.
chess while driving is next level.
Well, I'm
Frost
actually
Zealot
parked.
says,
I'm not.
No.
I'm
by
actually
mistake,
parked.
That was a 7 TV emote and TTS didn't know.
So since I'm parked, it's okay. Now, if I was driving, it would be a problem, right? For sure. But since I'm parked, it's okay. The problem is I'm trying to add one more camera. It's so time consuming. All right, hold on. All right. Let's add a camera. Uh, can we add another? Dude, we can add another camera here. All right, hold on, hold on. I'm gonna add another camera. Why the hell not, dude? Let's add another camera. This is fun. All right, I'll add webcam 2. Dude, I can add more cameras. Hold on a minute.
At Valorant Keta says, a city named Decepticon goes hard on GL.
Decepticon? Uh,
Chanel Roxk says, Nisulu.
Misu?
At Jeffsy 2463 says, you're not playing WoW in the truck?
Um, am I not playing WoW in the truck? No, no, not at the moment, man.
Lava Kustalach says, Swifty plays with Gwyneth Paltrow.
All right, there we go. There we got
Cross
chess.
Palette says, whose move is it?
It's my move. I'm about to win this. Win it for the biscuit. All right, what do we do here? What do we do here? How do we win this? That knight is stuck. Should we just push? I'm gonna.
Goranok says, can I play against you, Swifty? At Thoughts on One says, Deliveries lost the lunchtime world buff.
Oh shoot! I shouldn't do this. Hold on. I don't want that knight going there. All right, let's move up. Oh, take it. Let's freaking go. All right. This is.
Degid Laser says, I went away for a little bit and came back. Why are you playing chess now all of a sudden, LMAO?
I'm actually. You know what? Wait, you know what I'm doing? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for an order.
You play some arena or BGs between orders.
Yeah, I can actually do that. Yeah. I think I can actually do that.
Idanisa says, D2, D3.
Yeah,
Degid Laser says, ah, that's a fair man, haha.
Oh shoot. All right. I don't want to lose my knight. Let's do a check here. Check. Let's take that. Okay. Take. Oh no. If he pushes, can I stop it? Oh yes, I can. All right, now I go back.
Master Lee 05 says, can you still do push-ups, Swifty? I remember seeing you in 2012.
Yeah, yeah. You mean the stand-up push-ups were like seated handstand? I don't know if I can still do those.
ZPR0 says, it's funny that you need glasses for small letters, but you don't need glasses for the small spells and bindings on World of Warcraft.
I know, right?
Master
It's
Lee
true,
05
dude.
says,
It's
yes,
true.
stand up.
It's so true. Yeah. All right, I won. All right. All right, there we go. So now you can see I can play games and I can cast it, which is great. So I can play any game on my phone while we're waiting for orders.
Says, Swifty, are you ever do backflip?
I used to do backflips, not anymore though. Yeah. Not anymore though.
Matt Goranok says, is
All
it
right.
allowed to play games and drive?
No, you're not. You're actually not allowed to play games and drive. You can, however, be in your car and play games, as long as you're not driving, right?
Says,
and guess what?
Flip on a skateboard.
I'm not driving, so
Master Lee
we're good to go.
says, well, I'm 41. I grew up with you, dude.
You know what? I think we got to move to another area. Yeah, this area seems kind of dead, so I think I'm gonna probably move to a busier area, or we could go do some Spark, maybe. But we're not really getting any spark orders either. So it's been kind of slow today.
Digit Laser says, Swifty.
But I think it's the
Since you
area.
like using machines, do you like using the chess press machine? If so,
The
what's
chess
your personal best?
the chess press
Lava
machine. I don't
Custodian
understand.
says, Swifty, you are right.
I don't know what a chess press machine is. Maybe I should Google that. A chess press? Sounds like a Nespresso. Chess press. Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Swifty, try calisthenic.
Oh, calisthenics? Oh, for cardio, right? Yeah, for sure. That seems good.
Rumpank says,
That's doable.
it's a machine press.
A chess press is a machine press. For making shirts? What does that have to do with anything? Chess press? Oh, you mean
says, the machine here you do chess.
Oh, you're talking about gym.
LOL.
You're talking about gym workouts. Oh, yeah.
Says, you train your chest.
Oh, you're talking about like
Rumpank
workout
says,
routines.
for benching,
Oh,
sitting
okay.
up.
Okay, got it.
Dimichski says, calisthenics is like doing muscle ups.
Mm.
Matt Goranok says, he's talking about World of Warcraft.
I did play World of Warcraft last night. I was actually quite surprised that I got 1700, but I'm a little bit concerned or worried about my shaman. I don't think I'm gonna hit 1700 on my shaman. I think the only reason I hit 1700 on my warrior was because I was winning 5 to 6 rounds every time, like minimum 4 rounds winning, 4, 5, 6 rounds. Well, I don't think I won 6 rounds, but I won like 4 and 5 rounds, like a lot consistently, and I think that's the only reason I got 1700. I think the MMR might be slightly scuffed for solo shuffle, where if you're not winning 4 rounds, you're not going to get 1700, at least not now. So it might be frustrating for a lot of people. Like if they have a 50-50 win rate, they're not going to progress. So it'll take maybe 2 to 4 weeks for the MMR to go higher so that they can actually finally get 1700, which annoys me. I hate deflated MMR. I like progressing. That's why I'm happy I got it on my warrior, but it didn't feel as satisfying because I already know it's probably only because warriors are slightly a little bit OP.
BG or world PvP.
What?
Lava Kustach says, muted?
Am I muted? Hello? Am I muted?
Gray Zini says, muted. Digit Laser says, the chest press machine is a safe, seated push-up machine you sit down on and that targets the chest, shoulders, and triceps along a fixed, guided path.
Guided path.
Mug says, you good.
I'm good.
Laxon says, you good.
You good.
Matt Goranok says, I say best is to wait a bit for ranked and just gear conquest points in random BG or world PvP. Digit says, no, you're not muted.
No, it's not fair. It's not fair because they made it extremely easy, right? I think in Mythic Plus dungeons, right? They made it extremely easy to get your free tier piece, right? What do you need? I don't know what it is. Is it 2K 2K Mythic Plus dungeon score, right? Or something like that. And then you automatically get a free tier piece. So they made it super easy in PvE to get a free tier piece, but they locked it in player versus player behind 1700 rating. But the problem is, if the MMR is deflated, not everybody's going to be able to get it through PvP, the free tier piece. At least not now. It's kind of like time gated until the MMR gets high enough so that at a 50-50 win rate, you can get 1700. You can't do it now. You could probably do it in a month from now with 50-50 win rate. So that means winning 3 rounds in solo shuffle. Most people can win 3 rounds. It's extremely difficult to win 4 rounds consistently. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like I'm frustrated because on my shaman, specifically. Uh oh, okay. I found. Oh damn! I was gonna take it. On my shaman, I'm at a 3-win ratio, right? So I'm frustrated because that means that I can't get 1700 on my shaman, even though I want to. I can't get it because 50-50 win rate won't give it to you. You need like 60-70% win rate, or at least win 4 out of 5 rounds or 6 rounds, 4 out of 6 rounds. Like it's the only way to get 1700 right now.
Back to classic.
Coming back to classic. Classic. But I kind of had fun. I did feel like in solo shuffle, it is 6 rounds though, right? So I guess that's why my fingers hurt. Solo shuffle, my hands were super tired at the end of the night. We grinded the hell out of it. But
Lava Kustach says, Swifty, what expansion was best in your opinion?
Worlds of Draenor. Every day people ask me, and every day I explain it. Every day.
Super
Warlords
Cyborg
of
Frankie says,
Draenor.
Shuffle is way more demanding than doing an RPG. Matt Goranok says, lol.
I had somebody throw a game yesterday, like a priest or like a healer. They gripped me away. I was about to kill their healer. I was about to kill him, and he gripped me away to troll. What?
Matt Goranok says, what is good in WoD?
Oh, so
says,
Colosseum.
one of best cinematics.
Colosseum. Hands down, Colosseum. The best PvP mode ever created in World of Warcraft. The Colosseum. All right, we're in the hot spot. Let's go. Give us some orders.
Lava Kustach says, I didn't expect that.
Oh, Warlords of Draenor being number one. Warlords of Draenor.
Rumpank says, Colosseum I hardly knew him.
Colosseum?
Lava Kustach says, yeah. Grazini says, Swifty is the only guy to like WoD.
Yep. No, it's not that I liked WoD in general. It's the mode, the PvP mode. Like, if you ask me what's your favorite expansion, I'm basically telling you what my favorite PvP mode was. Colosseum. And number...
Lava Kustach says, true.
Number 2...
Darkblood 3S says, the stream seems laggy today.
Really? I'll see if I can fix it.
Lava Kustach says, what look all the way. Dejiglazer says, Warlords of Draenor is when Blizzard went full in on the Disney art style and I don't know why they decided it.
Really?
Dina says, Gold Makers probably liked WoD because they didn't have to leave their garrisons LOL.
Yeah, it was all about garrisons, right? Yeah, I remember that. All right, we got a Chick-fil-A order.
Shoddy J420 says, Legion to me was fun.
Yeah, Legion was good too. I mean, I said, I enjoyed it.
Eggs a lot for exercise, Swifty? Personally, I avoid them and just use protein powder 3 times daily. Adds up a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I don't have a lot of protein.
Don't make fun of my herb garden. Chris's error says, large waffle fries, please. Dolce 86 says, audio ice matching with video.
Yeah, I know. Audio is not matching with the video. I know.
Says, so with expansion had best lore and final boss?
No, the thing is, I know people keep asking me about like expansions about PvE, but the thing is, you gotta remember, I don't PvE. I only do player versus player. So if anybody asks me what's your favorite expansion, I'm gonna say what expansions were best for PvP.
Matt Goranok says, do you like Midnight? Gracie
No,
says,
I don't.
doesn't seem like 60 frames per second today, and also bitrate seems low. Isaac88 says, Swifty, I want your honest opinion. Do you think Blizzard will screw up Classic Plus? Darkblood3S says, the main GTA cam seems like it's 24 frames per second or something, just a heads up.
Let me check. I'll check the
says,
frames.
Swifty, do you think you can 1v 1 Bajira, or are you guys kind of equal in PvP skill?
Let me see what the.
says, Midnight is horrible.
I think it's 60.
At Shoddy J420 says, I like the zones. The aesthetics of it was dark and gloomy in Legion.
Are you sure? Because I think
says, I'm seeing stutter.
I'll check the frames per second on the camera itself. Let me see. I have to disconnect it in order to check it. So I'll check it right now.
Lavakustage says, GTA best work in 30 frames per second.
Let me check real quick. I'll check it. Okay, it's frozen. It's frozen now. Oh no, how is it still going?
Rumphank says, the video is stuttering. Hard to know if it's connection related.
Yes. Guess what? I'm trying to fix it.
Lots of stutter and it freezes here and there.
Yeah, guess what? I'm trying to fix it.
I just complete Vice City, so I know.
I'm trying to fix it.
Says, maybe overheating?
No, I don't think it's overheating. No, I don't think it's overheating.
Chris's
1 second.
says, disaster.
Oh,
Degid Laser says, guess what, guys? He's trying to fix it. Copy PA.
1 second.
Goranok says, we have 2 Swifties.
Yeah, buddy. Wait, how is it connected?
Darkblood3S says, Miami.
How the hell is it connected?
Day ever today, LOL.
Really? It's the hottest day? No way.
Chris's error says, Swiftception.
Swiftception, exactly.
Says, I haven't played since Legion. Dolce86 says, it's like 2 seconds behind, also LOL.
I don't know how it's connected.
Says, Swifty cage function.
It shouldn't be connected. Like, it literally shouldn't be, it shouldn't be connected. I don't know why it's not. Hold on a minute.
Dolce86 says, it's got a mind of its own. Rip Igor says, degrees, 4-leaf clover.
Yeah, this thing definitely shouldn't be connected. What the hell, man? Yeah, it definitely shouldn't be connected. There we go. All right, let me stop it. All right, there we go. Finally, it got disconnected. Holy moly. All right.
Camera lit his own light. Galdrina says, remember who has a sword, Chris? Dolce86 says, there it goes, LOL. ZPR0 says, Skylar testing on you. Zerzik says, look at this guy. Derek says,
look at this guy.
Darkblood3S says, say cheese, everyone.
Say cheese. Let's go.
Degid Laser says, the car's passing behind him, wondering what the heck he is doing.
Yep. All right. It should be, now it should work. Let me see if it, I set it at 30.
Says, this is the best warrior EUNA.
I set it at 30 frames, so let's see if it works. Hopefully. Remember, I'm gonna try to connect it with just a webcam as soon as the cable arrives. It seems to be all right. All right, I'll be right back.
Zerzik says, stay safe, playa. Porkamic says, shh. Degiglazer says, stay safe, playa, otherwise you will get the laya from some other playa. Galdrina says, did you guys see Swifty's new emote? Matt Goranok says, beat boo. Degiglazer says, guys, why don't people walk in Florida? Did people amputate their legs for cars? Lava Kustalach says, XD. Chris's error says, because it's damn hot.
It is hot. It's hot. Chat, it is hot. Holy moly, man. It is hot. Remember, I have a drink right here. This is for the Chick-fil-A, so I don't forget it.
Galdrina says, things are too spread out to walk.
Holy moly, it's hot.
Lava
It's hot, hot, hot,
Kustalach
hot, 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 hot.
says, mismatch.
Hot, 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 hot. It's starting to get hot, 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 hot.
Says, the drink must be hot by the time it arrives. DPR0
yeah.
says, John, when your wife tells you to get some tattoos, you get the answer her, do you put stickers on a Rolls Royce?
I'm like, when my wife told me,
the phrase because it's hot sounds like a skill issue to me, not gonna lie.
listen,
Heat strokes should be afraid of me.
when my wife told
Chris's
me,
error says,
what the hell?
Backbeat cam is great.
When my wife told me, I think you should get tattoos, and I told her, what do you want me to be, a bad boy?
3S says, oh, cool new camera.
You're trying to get me to be a
Will
bad
Miss
boy?
Jacko says, what's your honest thoughts of Midnight?
PvP sucks.
Cool says, hello Uber driver, how's your day? Rafa Diablo says, it's only 33C, not that bad. Chris's error says, I'm a bad man.
Look, PvP.
Lava Kustalach says, you are so smart, guy.
Listen, PvP. Midnight was an expansion for PvE. They didn't add anything to player versus player. They added a 40-man
have you
BG.
Had to one-shot macro any bad drivers on the road?
Look, let me see if I can explain. I'm gonna explain. Okay, let me explain. What was before Midnight? What was Dragonflight? What was before Midnight? Was it Dragonflight? I don't remember.
There's a movie called Primate out right now about a monkey who goes crazy and kills everyone. Why does the monkey kill? Tell me why, please.
Because monkeys are aggressive.
Says, TWW.
The War Within?
94 says, War Within. Matt Goranok says, before midnight it's evening.
Okay.
Adliove says.
Okay, so the War Within, right? Okay, so The one before that was uh, Dragonflight, I think, right? So Dragonflight, it was a good expansion because they added new things to PvP. They added a new PvP set. They added the solo shuffle, um, the rank solo shuffle. They added a new tier set that introduced world PvP all over again. So world PvP, there was an incentive because there was a PvP set that you can get that was on par with the tier set with the current PvP gear, and it had its own stats. And you could go out in the world, and if you collected the full set, you would get 20% versatility on top of whatever versatility you had, which made you tankier. That made it fun. That made it so that you could focus on world PvP if you wanted to, or you could focus on getting the PvP gear and doing arenas. So it was basically they added world PvP as a new thing that you could do, and they incentivized the new PvP. I don't quite remember what they did in in the War Within, but all I know is in Midnight they took it away. So while they give PvEers new content, new content, new content, the player versus player community, they just took things away. So they took away the world PvP tier set. It's gone. So now there's no incentive to do. They added a PvP zone, but it's not the same. There's no real incentive to go out there and go. The real incentive was the gear, the world PvP set. Um, and then all they did was add one BG, a 40-man BG. 40-man BGs, like when I heard it was a 40-man BG, I'm like, what the F, man? Who the hell likes doing 40-mans? Nobody. When it pops, you're like, ah, man, a 40-man BG. Like if you get a 40-man BG, you don't queue it. I don't queue 40-man BGs. Hell no. I like Warsong Gulch, 10v10, 15v15, small, Warsong Gulch, Arathi Basin. They didn't add one of those. If they would have added one of those, then it's a little bit different. No new PvP modes. They added follower stuff, but that's not for us. That's for like to bring new players or something, right? That's not stuff for us, like the PvPers. So they, instead of adding new things, they did not add anything new except for one 40-man BG, which sucks. Nobody understands how to play it. Um, and they took away the world PvP incentives. Terrible. So I'm waiting for PvP stuff, PvP changes, you know?
Frank Anthony Swimwear says, what kind of tattoos did your wife want you to get, lol?
I don't know. I told her, do you want me to be a bad boy? You want me to just be tatted up?
Dejid Laser says, everything you just said is why Chris Metzen came back to fix in the game Swifty also. Dragonflight copied many ideas from Guild Wars 2 mount system, which is one good thing they did. They also added furry dragons. Why didn't they add buff badass dragons? Evokers also look frail to me. You could probably bench press them easily. Copy PA.
Yeah.
Lava Kostalach says, imagine if they made expansion for roleplay, lol. Matt Goranok says, Blizzard abandoned PvP. Pewfury says, 93F very hot?
So yeah,
Maybe
that's one of the reasons why I took a break too, because, you know, I'm hearing all this good stuff about PvE and how amazing PvE is, how amazing Mythic Plus Dungeon is, how everybody's excited. They added all this new stuff, this new upgrade piece, tier piece, or not tier piece, upgrade system. So many amazing things for PvE, but nothing for player versus player. Meanwhile, the people like me who only do PvP, we're like, dude, what the hell? This expansion didn't offer anything new. It's basically the same stuff and even stuff taken away. And then when I heard them say that, um, basically if there's more players, then it'll justify them adding more stuff. But they don't have. There's not enough. Basically, not enough players doing PvP to justify adding more PvP related stuff. Looks like I'm gonna be waiting for Guild Wars 6. Wait, Guild Wars 6? No,
Legend
Guild
Laser
Wars
says,
3.
PvP in general is more niche. If you remember, New World was going to be originally a PvP focused game and people outright hated it and they changed it to PvE.
And then it died. Dude, no, it was
Vinny
PvP
says,
is.
PvE pays the light bill. Adley says, Blizzard sees PvP as an arcade event inside WoW. You are not important as a player.
Another thing. Adding the war mode on or off. That was another thing. That got rid of little by little. That was killing PvP because you could just turn it off and then no one will bother you, right? Like if you really don't want to be bothered, go to a PvE server. Then no one can bother you. The war mode on and off thing, where you could just turn it off, I would say it was good against stream snipers. As a streamer, I could just turn it off, right? But overall, I think it was bad for the game.
Shame they are closing New World, honestly. I wanted to try that game, but it's not worth paying the money now.
New World?
Matt Goranok
It had potential.
Real people stay on war mode.
Real people stay on war mode, and then they turn it off whenever they, if they run into issues. Oh, here we go. I got to vent.
Galdrina says, I haven't for the past 3 months. Poor Kamek says, I remember in BFA when they added airdrops to World PvP like in PUBG, and then they did nothing with it for 4 or 5 expansions. Frank Anthony Swimwear says, do you think WoW's player base is going to drop when GTA 6 comes out?
I don't know.
Bob Kalima says, exactly, if we're on a PvP server you ask for it, but if you don't want a PvP, play a PvE server.
You know what I would like to see? Some crazy... I would love to see some crazy new PvP game modes. Like, for example, like a game mode, like a Castle Siege or like Dota or like League of Legends, where the mobs destroy the towers, or I don't know, Sea of Thieves, where you get in a ship and then you can control the ship and man the guns. Basically a Sea of Thieves mode where you do naval battles. That would be freaking cool as hell. Like if they added that, I'd be like, oh, I'd be so hyped and so excited. Imagine Sea of Thieves in World of Warcraft. They could have done it. How hard can that be? There's already ships in the game. You just got to turn them into vehicles that can be controlled by players. Imagine giant ship battles over ports, and people on the ports can shoot cannons at the ships, and the ships have hit points, and the castle has hit points. You could do castle sieges from the ocean, pirate plunder. That would be cool. Where am I going?
Down.
That would be a cool. I'd be so excited to play that.
Do you remember the third boss of ICC was a ship fight?
Yeah.
At Rafa Diablo says, Classic is already cooked and it's not even out yet, bro. Digit Laser says, Black Desert Online I'm pretty sure had ship sieges.
Yeah.
But they were scuffed as heck.
Oh, what was that new game that failed?
Video has ship battles.
Wait, what was that game that was going to come out that never came out?
Submarine battles in WoW.
What was that game that came out that failed, that somebody ran off with the money? It was going to come out. We did the beta.
Digit Laser says, Ashes of Creation.
Oh, Ashes of Creation. They had ship battles too.
Jessica's Feet 18 says, Ashes of Creation.
Yeah.
At Dilma says, I feel there's no way Classic Plus will live up to the hype cause people are hyping it up why too much.
No.
No.
Half
the problem with Classic is the community, it's just awful.
Look, if Classic Plus has the rune system, of Season of Discovery, I think it'll be good. Where am I going? Dude, I don't even know where I am. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Where are all these back streets? How am I going? Dude, I got tricked. DoorDash, what have you done to me?
Needs player voting.
Hopefully we're still connected. We have 5G signal.
Late Night Cheese says, is Classic Plus expected to be announced at BlizzCon?
It probably
Daddy
will be
Borov
announced at the
says,
BlizzCon.
Sod was amazing.
It probably
Legend
will
Razor
be announced
says,
at the BlizzCon.
Ashes of Creation. Honestly, it looked the most promising, quote, while killer, unquote, although that's a meme at this point.
Yeah, it was a
looked
meme.
really good and impersonally sad and disappointed. Ashes closed down. Lava
No, somebody ran
says,
off with the
"My calves
Monday.
hurts."
Somebody
Matt
ran off
Goranoff
with the
says,
Monday.
Are you going BlizzCon?
Yeah.
Kaviason79 says, no Watu? Isaac88 says, I wonder if we will get Classic Plus 1 week after BlizzCon like we did SOD. At Bodacious 2276 says, Moth was P. Late Night Cheese says, Swifty, are you going to DoorDashCon?
DoorDash Con? Wait, is that a thing? That's not a thing.
Lava Kostach says,
DoorDash Con?
imagine if they put WoW in Unreal Engine.
Is that a thing? DoorDash Con?
Frank Anthony Swimwear says, they should just do a classic expansion in an alternate universe, like instead of BC being next, they do a new classic expansion after classic. Good idea?
Nah. Nah. 1 second.
Dimichski says, WoW in Unreal Engine is not good. It cannot handle open world games very well. At Dapro 2524 says, do you use Google for navigation? Dolce86 says, don't forget the drink. Porkamic says, is this real?
This food delivery might be tricky.
Frank Anthony Swimwear says, WoW is a nostalgia game. They're milking HTE nostalgia. Once that's over, which it's close, they'll have a hard time finding a new audience.
I got a $2 tip. Oh, this is very nice. All right, we're going to Marcano's Pizza.
Furiat
over there.
says, 100% real footage. Frost Zealot says, Swifty Pitfall.
Frinkin' lasers! We leave the food here!
Lava Kostach says, nice. Derek says, yeah, DoorDash.com. They have no food stands. You have to order the food through delivery.
Oh, thank goodness.
Late Night Cheese says, Swiftiana Jones. Frank Anthony Swimwear says, gotta tip $10 each trip. People are cheap these days, man.
I got $2 tip on that last order, so we're making a little bit of money. Not that much, but it's been all right.
Lava Kostach says, Swifty, what's your favorite bodybuilder?
Of course, Arnold. I get the pump. It's a wonderful sensation.
Frank Anthony Swimwear says, I always toss a 10. People who tip $2 are insane, lol.
I get the
ZPR0
pump.
says, I wish Heroes of the Storm came out before League of Legends or .A, and I will be the real PvP game from Blizzard.
Yeah.
Late Night Cheese says, as long as you're having fun. Matt Goranok says, get to T'Chaka. Starkwimbat says, I love how in a lot of
I
your
get the
live
pump.
videos you
I get the
into
pump.
the left passenger side and take off, lol.
Yeah, AI doesn't know how to
Diablo says,
go any other way.
PogChan.
DoorDash doesn't. I mean, DoorDash. AI doesn't know how to get in the right way.
But you look like Jay Cutler. Starkwimbat says, right side I man. Frank Anthony Swimwear says, Swifty, did you ever get addicted to League?
No. Oh, I like League for a while.
Swifty,
I
what is
played
your favorite food?
I played League for a
Uncle
while.
Lena
I
says,
actually really liked it.
RY, I realized I can't chat. We need Turtleback Blizz needs to figure out how to profit off private servers where we all love them.
Yeah. Go, bro. Go, bro. Just go, dude. Go, 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 go,
At
go.
Dapro 2524 says, I get the ban, I get the ban. Frost Zealot says, Swifty, you ever play Marvel vs. Capcom back in the day?
Yeah, but I didn't know how to do the
says,
combos
have
or
you
anything like
watched
that.
The Running Man, the original where Arnold was starred?
Yeah, I remember the
At
Running Man.
Dapro 2524 says, do you use Google for navigation?
Do I use Google for navigation?
123,456,789 says, has Swift been pulled over yet? I want to see a cop's reaction to this setup. At Franklin Rules says, Swifty, what is your favorite food? At
Favorite food?
says, no road rage Swifty.
No.
Epic Flat Eric says, I wish Pokemon Go would come back.
Oh.
Frank Anthony Swimwear says, what if Star Wars The Old Republic was the primary MMO? Life would be good, man. Lava Kustalach says, yeah, page 2W private servers are too populated. At Calmdown 9094 says, don't let the FL consume you. Matt Goranok says, must be Wawa.
The Wawa. All right.
Late Night Cheese says, Swifty, how many chili cheese nuggets can you eat in one sitting?
Chili cheese
Frank
nuggets.
Anthony Swimwear says, Swifty's favorite food is his mom's shepherd pie. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Chokelicious says,
Yep.
wish I had a truck like that.
My mom.
But in Norway they are so expensive. We have to pay so much tax for the larger Enganese. At Dapro 2524 says, you use the in-app navigation for DoorDash? Kalima says,
sometimes I use the in-app navigation from DoorDash. Yes, sometimes.
Yishtish says, Swifty, do you like metal music?
Yeah, sometimes it depends. Like if I'm playing if I'm doing PvP, yeah, I don't mind it. Okay, dude, it hasn't arrived yet. I'm waiting for like these. I'm waiting for it's called an active extension cable. I'm waiting for it to come in the mail so I can drop by the house and go pick it up. It says it'll be at my house before 3. We'll see if that's true. That's why I'm doing deliveries near here.
Go look up Swifty's mom's shepherd's pie recipe and make it this week. Your life will change. Serious.
Oh, if you cook it for your family, yeah, it's good.
Awesome.
The shepherd's pie, yeah.
Says, Swifty is old. He only likes disco. At Dapro 2524 says, people don't think it's too hot, but the humidity makes the real feel be close to or at 110 degrees.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. When I got out of the truck to make the delivery, it's like,
says,
it's hot.
Swifty, are you Chevy guy?
Chevy, yeah. I like Chevy Silverado, man. It's comfy. It's big. It's a tank. And I like that I can set up all the equipment.
Swimwear says, Swifty's music taste is top tier. You remember the PvP videos?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Pay, they pay. All right. Let's go live in this area. Let me see if we can find something.
Lava Kostalach says, Chevy LS7 engine is one of best in the world.
Looks like the zone offers are bad in here. I gotta go to the next zone.
I can't imagine Swifty.
Whoa! What the fudge? You see that guy pull out in front of me? You see that? He just like cut right in.
Yishtish says, Swifty, have you ever gone to Skate Park of Tampa?
Oh yeah, I bet skate park at Tampa. I've been there. That's cool. The skate park at Tampa is nice. They got the giant ramp. I've never been really so much a ramp guy. Like there was a time in my life where I was doing ramp and I was doing airs. Like I could do airs off the coping off the top, and then like frontside rock and rolls.
Says,
Those are
Nissan
hard.
GTR.
Rock and rolls and frontside rock and rolls were hard on a ramp. Oh my God, they were so hard to do. And yeah, so the ramp, skated for a while. Then I just ended up skating street. Now that I'm here in Florida, they have a lot of pools. So I've been learning
Late night
carving
says,
and
Swifty Hawk.
carving and just doing the pump track. Pump track's great exercise for the legs.
Jessica's Feet 18 says, blunt tofaki is my favorite thing to do in mini pipes.
That's death defying. Blunt to fakie. Yeah, that's wild. That's like a rock and roll fakie. That's scary. You get hung up, you're gonna go straight backwards.
Late night cheese says, I love skating on a pump track.
I want to get the drone, guys. I gotta get that drone pilot license. Damn it. Oh, I gotta sacrifice.
Tish says,
and
have you met a famous skater?
I gotta sacrifice and study.
VPR0 says, Swifty, would you do the jump from the Stratosphere Tower in Las Vegas?
Chat. No, I'm not gonna do that. Chat.
5006 says, anything over 15C59F is too hot.
How about if we study together?
77 says, in a quarter mile, turn right.
Chat. I think I'm gonna instead of playing World of Warcraft, I have to something has to go. Like I have to sacrifice something. So instead of playing World of Warcraft,
19C.
Hey, instead of playing World of Warcraft, what we can do is we can study for the drone pilot license. We can study together, and then that way we all take the test and we pass it. And we all become drone pilots. How about that? How about that? I say, dude, to be honest, I say if we study for a week, we could pass that test. We have to watch the video. It's just watching a bunch of videos. It's super easy. And then doing the exams or doing like study exams and then actually going and paying and taking the test. It's learning how to read maps too, like longitude and latitudes. You got to learn how to read them. We should do it. I would say 1 week. I think I could do it in a week if that's all we did was study.
PR0 says, why don't you study to be a pilot for small planes?
No.
Boilered Up says,
no.
I didn't hear the Sasha Purse reaction. Did she approve?
Oh yeah, she loved it, man. She's using it right now. She moved all her stuff into it, so she really likes it.
Late Night Cheese says, I can't read.
All you gotta do is watch videos, man. The drone pilot license thing, and then we dust off our drone, and then we add it to the live stream.
Why do we need drone licenses now?
Because I want to.
Before we didn't need.
Yeah, okay. There's a.
Yes, study to fly Paralognia.
Look, you can fly drones, recreationally. You don't need a license. You do need to pass. You have to take a test. It's a safety test, and then you get like certified. But it's just a bunch of questions you do online, and I forgot what it's called. And you get this little card. You print it out, and then that's your safety thing. You can fly recreationally. Like I can pull out the drone right now and fly it, right? But if I want it to be part of the live stream, and like I'm going to be using it a lot on the live stream, I have to get the drone pilot license. So like every time I go skateboarding, pull out the camera, attach the camera, because the camera, the camera can go straight. The drone camera goes straight to Mobilin, right?
Says, our drones need registration?
Yeah, I gotta register it.
Says,
all that stuff.
Go the extra step and become a plane pilot.
No, I don't want to be a plane pilot. I want to be a drone pilot. There's a difference.
One of the cams is out.
Yeah, I noticed. I gotta change the battery. We'll pull over and I'll change it in a sec. That's why I'm waiting for that cable too. If I get that cable,
says, Swifty, you are awesome.
Thank you, man. If I get that cable, I can make it so that it never turns off, which is what I want.
Large bag of chips says, drone aviator.
Drone aviator. Drone pilot license.
Late Night Cheese says, but drones are unmanned vehicles. They don't have a pilot.
Yeah, I know.
Dimichski says, you gonna get the FPV drone headset? Lava Kostovach says, Aviator versus Avatar. Frost Zealot says, who was your pilot friend he used to come over and play Flight Simulator Rico?
That was Luigi, I think. Luigi? Dude, this is that. Dude, that area back there is definitely dead. I gotta. Okay, so now I have to limit my choices. Only Oviedo. I can't come back here.
Lava Kostovach says, Swifty, what happened with Rico?
Oh, nothing. Xiao Bakery. All right, there's a Five Guys up here. There's pizza, Rock and Brews.
Kennedyboy89 says, finally got my 2 set.
Oh, you finally got your 2 set? Nice.
CPR0 says, what's for dinner?
Nice. Hold on. Do we want to do that? $5 for 6 miles. I don't think I want that. All right, we're not going to take that. All right, one sec. See, I don't want to have to keep changing the battery on those cameras. That's why I wanted that cable.
Says, Technologia.
Technologia. I hope it works. I hope it works. Oh my gosh. $9 for 4 miles. All right, we're taking that. Oh my God, where does it take me to? Okay, I'm just gonna take it. $9 for 4 miles. That seems pretty decent. As soon as I came close to the things.
Destromania 77 says, audio desync or am I bugging?
Yes. There is an audio desync. Yes, I know. Sorry. There definitely is an audio desync. I'm gonna try to fix that in the future. Like I'm trying to get like a cable. There's a cable that I can get that fixes that. It's arriving today actually in the mail. So as soon as I get that cable, it should fix the audio desync.
VAT says,
theoretically.
And rage.
We'll find out. We'll find out though.
What happened to all of that? Dimichski says, I see a lot of pickup trucks in Florida. Does everybody has one or what?
Yeah, in Florida, pretty much everybody. Yeah, everybody has a pickup truck here.
Digit Laser says, people in Florida are allergic to walking. Lava Kostovach says, Swifty, are you ever played Gothic?
Play Gothic? Is that a game? No, never played a game called Gothic. All right. I think this one's 60 frames. See? This one does 60 frames, man.
Says, how the business morgue?
The business morgue?
Says, Gothic is a series older than WoW, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
It's good.
It's good? Oh, wow.
Says, yeah, it's German game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never heard of it.
I tried to play the original, but the controllers were hella clunky.
Oh.
Jaminara says, Hen, it's 105 outside. I'm very allergic. Face with tears of joy.
I know, dude. I know.
Gothic is awesome. Embasser says, how come PPL are so sensitive to gas prices and yet they drive empty loaded pickups? Slimaby says, controls. Leva says, any fucky lately, sir?
Don't be swearing.
ZPR0 says, I like gothic girls.
All right. So this
Galdrina
this
says,
order is
and you're banned.
this order is
Matt Gornock
chipotle.
says, LOL.
Chipotle.
Galdrina says, bye.
Bye.
LOL.
Sniped. Sniper Renoed. All right, guys, I gotta go to Chipotle.
Later, bozo.
I gotta go to Chipotle real quick. Oh, let me hold on. Chipotle's probably not done. Let me change that battery. Let me change the battery real quick.
Digit Laser says, why do some people in chat spaz out? I feel like some of them are not mentally stable, LOL. Slimaby says, gotta be careful on the swearing with 3-star cops.
All right, camera works again. All right, be right back. I'm taking my time because I already know Chipotle takes forever. All right. Is this charging? Oh, shoot. This is charging. Yeah, Chipotle takes a long time. All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Dimichski says, I wish we had Chipotle here in Quebec. Digit Laser says, Chipotle I know from other American dudes gives you a good old nasty fart. Is that true? Lava Kustach says, ZPR0 got banned? Galdrina says, what? Dimichski says, pick up galore. Digit Laser says, guys, what does a Floridian home-cooked everyday meal look like? What do people eat here except takeout?
Hey! Hey! All right. All right. Woo.
British House Amathea says, hey, Swifirino.
Hey, what's up, man? Dude, there's just traffic here, man. What the hell? Oh my God. I gotta go forward. I gotta go forward and hit the traffic. Cause like those cars weren't gonna let me back up. Okay. Come on, it's green. Let me go. Let me go. Accelerate. Let's go. Yes, we made it. All right. Oh, I've been taking a lot of small little trips, but it was interesting that the moment I got to this area, I instantly got orders. But when I was in the other area down the street, nothing.
Laser says,
I had to literally go
is there
here.
a law in Florida or any other state where you gotta drive with headlights on during the day? We have that as a law in the EU.
Headlights on during the day? Really?
At Hermetic Signal says, good job, Swifty.
Here in
Admo 504 says,
here
meow.
here I saw when I went to Daytona Beach and Ormond Beach and I was gonna drive on the beach, they told me please turn your headlights on. And I was like, oh, okay. So I guess on the beach they ask you to turn the headlights on, but like on the highway, I don't think so. I don't think it's mandatory.
Matt Goranok says, we don't have to drive with headlines on in EU. Lava Kostojach says, excluding Germany.
Oh, really? Oh, so this one's 3.6 miles. Hopefully it won't take us too crazy far away.
Belgium. Dejit Laser says, yes we do. Matt Goranok says, no.
No, no, no.
Lava Kostojach says, you can get very, very high ticket.
Oh, really?
At Hermetic Signal says, I see lots of people out here in LA that drive without headlights on at night. It is weird.
Okay, no headlights at night. That's dangerous.
16748 says, modern cars all have daytime running lights anyways. If you just leave it on auto all the time, it is generally safer to just leave your headlights on regardless of day or night. EasyZE says, it's safer to have them on, they say. I believe it. Matt Goranok says, yeah, just keep them on, but it's not required by law. Only in tunnels.
Oh, in tunnels. It's like this, yo. Dude, I can't wait to get those other apps, man. Roadie. I can't wait to get it, man.
Countries that require 24/7 headlights everywhere. Bulgaria.
I need to
Czech
go.
Republic. Denmark.
I need to go carry
Estonia,
like
Finland,
mulch.
Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, Slovakia, Slovenia,
Oh, damn.
and Sweden.
Oh, damn.
So my mistake, yes. Lava Kostojach says, when you have headlights turned on in the day, you are more visible in mirrors.
Ah, okay, that makes
says,
sense.
cause sometimes shades in the bright daylight can hide your vehicle. Matt Goranok says, only Eastern Europe. XD.
XD. I think we got to make a right here.
Mr. Michael 91 says, nice day for deliveries, ain't it? Haha.
It's hot though.
It's
real. I can't, dude. I can't wait.
What did you do before becoming a streamer?
I'm excited to try this out in the winter when it's nice and chilly. You know, I think it'd be cool. I can't wait.
Kostojach says, Eastern Europe road law is horrible.
Because I started doing deliveries in the summer, man. It is hot. you know, I'm pretty sure my equipment won't overheat either. The cell phone setting up on the thing kind of failed. There's no way to stop water from getting into the device that's charging the phone. The phone's gonna get wet, right? And you can't really charge and cool the phone with a mag link. It heats it up. So
Degid Laser says, correction, Eastern Europe road law is not super horrible, but the cops are LMNO. Grazini says, Eastern Europe road law is so strict yet they have the most accidents.
Oh, really? I mean, I'm thinking of inventions that I can do to make the camera waterproof. It was too much of a hassle, man. It was an interesting idea, but the thing is, I think the action camera is definitely a better option. Unfortunately, it doesn't do 60 frames though.
That's true.
I wish it did. I wish it did
says,
60.
Eastern Europe has the most accidents cause they drive drunk. Uber Eats Australia says, sorry forgot dating names make it not read out. New law came in yesterday for Uber Eats and DoorDash have now a 32 Australian dollars per her rate. If you work the hers but don't make $32 in that her at the end of 3 weeks they will top you up that missing amount.
Oh, really?
Says, hi.
Oh, they might add that here in Florida.
Says,
maybe.
That's true and real, yes.
Oh, if they add that here, that would be so good.
Lavakustach says, Swifty, be careful if you ever drive in Eastern Europe.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that would be really cool if they added that here in Florida, where you have to make a certain amount. And if you don't make it, they top you off. That would be great. I hope they add that to Florida, man. That would be fantastic. Be like, you have to make at least minimum.
Says,
yes.
Swifty, just don't drive in Eastern Europe. Simple solution.
Yeah.
Grazini says, time to move to Australia, Swifty. Uber Eats Australia says, $256 I make a day doing 8H shift out.
Damn.
Lindane says, yes, I sometimes barely average 15 an hour. Matt Goranok says, avoid Eastern Europe at all cost.
This looks like a busy area. I'm sure there's a lot of restaurants and businesses here. All right, we gotta make a left here.
Lavakustach says, avoid Europe at all costs. Degid Laser says, no, don't listen to him. Eastern Europe is nice for mountain hikes. Atsoff says, wow, cool setup, man. I like the roof camera. Go on the creativity. You've always been at the tip of innovation. Keep it up.
Ah, thank you, man.
Degid Laser says, Bulgaria.
This is 60 frames per second. This camera is 60 frames per second. I have 3 of these cameras. I wonder if I could put another one here as a front facing right here instead of this.
Matt Goranok says,
I don't know.
Holy hell, that setup looks good. Imagine if a cop stops him and says you're on your phone XD.
Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
Ava52 says, OMG, we can really be backseat drivers now.
Yep.
Lavakustach says, Swifty, do you still can do human wow dance?
Yeah.
Degid Laser says, isn't it funny that a huge chunk of your viewers are Eastern European and we're trying to convince a US streamer about a place he will never go to, most likely Omega LOL.
I might head there. You never know. Oh shoot, I missed the turn. No! No!
Lindane says, how's it going?
No, man, we missed the turn, dude.
At Hermetic Signal says, in 1,000 feet turn left. 16748 says, L. Grazini says, where's the last place you traveled to?
Bulgaria?
52 says, lunchtime. Late night cheese
Bulgaria?
says, missed turn count.
Romania?
Ava 52 says, IDK what to have for lunch though. At Hermetic
Romania?
Signal says, in 1,000 feet make a U-turn. GunCube says, guys if you order food it is 2 in 1. Living says, I thought about moving to Florida. I can't take the East Coast winters much longer. GunCube says, help Swifty. Digit Laser says, wait, Swifty you've been to Bulgaria before?
I think so.
At Hermetic Signal says, need a missed turn counter haha. ZPR0 says, why did you do an Eastern Europe wink wink wink?
This is a fixture upper.
Matt Goranok says, Swifty forgot his bag. Grazini says, Swifty was looking for a wife in Bulgaria. Digit Laser says, he cut grass as you can see. At Hermetic Signal says, that house LOL. Lava
Oi!
says,
Oi!
LOL.
Hey, we painted it, dude. It looked nice now. You see how messed up it looked when we got there? It's nice now. It's a Yui. It's a turn.
At Hermetic Signal says, aren't Bulgarian women really hairy? Some have a beard? Digit Laser
What the
says,
hell?
are we gonna go to Wawa soon? I'm not even American and I'm in love with the place.
Well, I'm not sure. Not sure.
ZPR0 says, when are you wrapping the truck?
I gotta go to the wrap place and get an estimate.
Says, Swifty, how to become so kind to people like you?
Hold on, I don't know where I am. Where the hell am I?
Digit Laser says, how to be kind. Invent a one-shot macro.
Right? All right, let's go here.
Lava Kustojach says, you are on the street.
All right. I need that cable. I gotta see when it's gonna arrive. As soon as the cable arrives, we gotta head back to my house. We gotta test out a new cable.
Turn left on Howell Branch Road.
Howell Branch Road. Okay, left. Left on Howell Branch Road. Howell Branch? Do I recognize where I am? I don't recognize it. All right. Let me see if it arrived. Come on, package. Delivered! Oh my God, it's delivered, dude. We're going home. We're going to go home and get it, chat. I got to go home and get it. Well, hold on. If we pick up an order that takes us home, it'll be fantastic. So I might as well keep the apps on just in case I get an order that takes us home. Okay. I'm going to leave it on, but I'm going to head home.
Says, we going back home.
Yeah, I got to get that cable. We got to test it out. We got to test it.
Constantly improving the stream quality, Swifty.
Yeah.
And it is paying off.
We're going to test it. Test it. To test it.
Digit Laser says, Sweet Home Florida Bama.
Test it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You deal with all these cables, cameras, switches,
go.
delivery, very impressive.
I have a Steam Deck.
What?
Buddy!
Storage says.
Buddy, buddy,
Swifty,
buddy,
are you
buddy,
consider buying
buddy!
RDX 5090?
Hell no!
Morikua SJ says, is it over? I just got here.
What's up, buddy?
Storm Pro says, just got here. What cable? What for?
Oh! Oh, this thing's falling off.
Ava 52
This thing's
says,
falling off.
backseat driver cam.
This thing was falling off. That's my, like, it's held together with glue. And
Morikua SJ says, you need more cables in the truck.
no,
Cybernetic
I'm getting
Cable
rid
says,
of some of the stuff.
New cable test, new cable test.
Oh, dude, where am I? Wait a minute. This doesn't look
Sturgler
familiar.
says, why hell no to a 5090?
Oh, no, you don't want to get a 5090, dude. Are you nuts? It's
Admo
completely
504
overpriced.
says, have you heard any Classic Plus inside info you could tell me? I want snitch.
No,
Lava Kustorach says,
sorry.
the audio desync is painful.
Yeah, I know. All right, listen.
Digit Laser says,
5070.
how do you expect to buy a 5090 in this economy and RAM prices? Are you not? Easy ZE says, I got a 5090 for MSRP. Worth it now, LOL.
Listen, it's
Image C
not
says,
worth.
you don't need a 5090 when most games don't even use that.
Yeah, you don't need a 5090. Like, the thing is, the 5090 is completely overpriced. Right? It's too crazy. Like, how much is a
Adhermetic
5090?
Signal says, 5090s are like $4,000 now. Stellark says, what card is the most worth it, RN? Easy ZE says,
5070.
it's like $5,000 now.
Oh, wait. I think I have a 5070, right?
I
5070 is fine.
4K, so I used, but it's Reddit default, not worth
No.
it, LOL.
Check it out.
Digit Laser says,
This is what you want.
Swifty, your current specs are really good, man, for at least 6.
Thank you, man. I think I have a 5070, and the really cool thing about the 5070 card is it runs very quiet and it doesn't overheat. Doesn't use a lot of voltage. It doesn't overheat. And you put it in your PC, you don't need all that extra cooling, all those extra fans to keep your thing cold. The problem with overheating is if you don't have proper cooling, like if let's say you do get a 5080, right? Or even a 5090, those cards get hot, really hot. So you actually have to have either cooling for the graphics card itself. So you could have like liquid cooling for the graphics card, or you need a whole bunch of fans blowing that hot air out of your PC. And if you're next to the PC, like let's say the air is hitting your leg, you're gonna feel it. Hot air coming out of that PC, and it's the graphics card. It just runs hot. And then if you don't have proper cooling, on in your PC, your computer is gonna blue screen because the graphics card's heating it up. But if you put a 5070 or the 70 series in your computer, it runs great. It runs any game. You don't need more than that. And it keeps your PC cool. Me, I like stability. I like computers never blue screening, never crashing. That's one of the reasons why, like, I stream. My computer rarely ever crashes unless there's an outage. Like, let's say there's an internet outage, or recently there were workers. They're doing like construction. They're the HOA. They're doing the exteriors of the townhouses where I live. So they're doing all the exteriors. So they were spray washing the house with pressure spray, and they tripped one of the circuits in my house, which was the internet. So luckily it was at the end of the stream, and then all of a sudden it's like F's in chat, Swifty, you're not live. And I was trying to connect with Chrome remote and it wouldn't connect. I was like, I wonder what's going on. When I got home, it was an outlet that tripped. No, it wasn't the circuit breaker. It was an outlet that tripped for some reason. It tripped because of, I guess, they spray washed the house. So stuff like that, but like computer blue screening, nope. Doesn't happen because I run everything. Now now I run older equipment. Let's say it's a motherboard. I'll buy a motherboard 1 or 2 years old. I won't get the newest greatest anymore because they're unstable until they have the proper updates and BIOS updates that make it stable, right? So I don't blue screen it anymore. I think the most stable for streaming is a 5070, uh, and yeah, 5070 like NVIDIA graphics card, and then nothing overclocked.
16748 says, true.
Nothing overclocked. Nothing. You don't want to get any of those OC processors. No. Just get the regular standard speed.
Didn't you have an AMD card from Panda?
Yeah.
Laser says, motherboard really depends on the brand Swifty. Avoid as rock motherboards like the Plate. MSI motherboards good.
The problem with
I think water cooling become much cheaper and more accessible.
One of the main issues, that graphics card that Panda gave me runs really great. I ended up giving that graphics card. I bought a 5070, and I gave the graphics card to Bori. The AMD graphics card. I would say in general, AMD graphics cards in general have issues with OBS. So, not with gaming. You could game and it's fine, but it has issues with OBS and streaming. So for some reason, like it causes like issues. Like sometimes, like it'll crash. You'll get blue screens. I mean, from experience, that's what usually happens. If like, and for some reason, NVIDIA and OBS, it seems like whoever created OBS, that's what I think. Whoever created OBS has an NVIDIA graphics card. And whoever updates it and maintains it, he just owns an NVIDIA graphics card, right? So he keeps it top notch for NVIDIA graphics cards. All right, anyway.
Gracie
It's a
says,
beautiful day.
5070 only has 12 GB or VRAM though.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Who cares? It runs perfect. It runs all the games perfect, and it encodes and it streams. I'm just gonna tell you, like the 5070, the 5070. And I think I don't know how much RAM it has. A little bit of RAM, right? I do streaming, and I encode with the NVENC, right? So the graphics card does the encoding in OBS.
Laser says 5070 is perfect.
It does the encoding for OBS and runs the game. It does the encoding for OBS and runs the game and does local recording. Right? And what else? Well, actually, the local recording, I think, is OBS, right? That would be CPU, I think, right? Well, if I wanted to, I could use the NVIDIA. Is it called the Shadow Play, where you actually record with the graphics card itself? So it does it all, and it doesn't, and it runs perfect. It doesn't crash. It doesn't overheat. It's very nice. All right, we're heading home. We're gonna get that cable chat, and then we're gonna attach it. So we're gonna take a little break from. I still have the apps open. I'm seeing if I get a delivery that takes me home, I'll grab it. I should get spam with deliveries because I'm arriving at the main shopping port.
7205 says, wee woo wee woo.
Wee woo. So my advice is a 5070. That's it. That's all you need. Or a 4070. 4070 works good too. 4060s are good too. You don't even need a 50. Like 4060s are good too. I think you could pick up a 4060 Ti. I think you could pick it up for like $200, 250.
At Nathan Smith 7205 says, Mr. Cobb. Dejid
The
Laser
Popo?
says, 5070 Ti is more worth it than just the 5070 if you're buying a new card. Dimage says,
No.
most games don't even use 8 GB of RAM.
No. The Ti runs hot. You don't want a Ti. You want a 5070, not Ti.
Lavakustoj says, GT 710 is the best.
The TIs run hot. Unless your computer has super cooling, like fans everywhere, blowing all that hot air out.
Grazini says, you need a 5090 or bust. Dejid
No.
Laser says, you do want a 5070 Ti if you have cold winters.
Okay, yeah. If you have proper cooling, but no. No. Just a 5070. That's all you need. Trust.
Session says, I just joined. Whenever I hear TI, I think of graphing calculators.
Come on. Okay, I'm in the hotspot. Give me an order. Let's go, dude. All right, $6. No. Yes. Yes.
Lavakustoj says,
Yes.
Are you curious about coming RDX 6000 series?
Wait, what?
Head to your pickup at Agave Azul Winter Springs.
Agave Azul.
Maybe you turn to stay on Redbud Lake.
Agave Azul, Agave Azul, Agave Azul. All right, we gotta pick up this time.
Says, I have a 4070 Ti and my PC gets warm with 7 fans in my PC.
Yep, that's
And
the way it works. That's the way it works. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. We gotta go to Agave Azul.
Says, the computer Swifty game me has a 4060 Ti and it's great.
Yeah, right. That computer runs good. It's a, yeah, 460 Ti, and it runs cold. I mean, Ava, you should clean the fans once in a while. Like, unplug it and then blow. Get a blower. You can get one of these compressed air and go get all that dust out of there.
Dejid Laser says,
once in a while.
In games my 5070 Ti reaches 60 to 70 Celsius at most. It's nothing. Drajov says, I didn't even install my chassis fans yet. Ava52 says, yeah, I did that the other day.
That'll keep it running tip top.
Epic Flat Eric says, Swifty, I use a hairdryer to blow out my PC.
A hairdryer? Uncool though, right?
StupKid89 says, I have a EVGA 3080 Ti. It runs hot. 5070 Ti would be a step down in heat, lol. Lavakustoj says, you need good ventilation. Grazini says, no, the dryer has only a hot option.
Oh.
In a quarter mile, make a slight right turn to stay on Redbud Lake Road.
All right, agave azul.
Epic Flat Eric says,
hopefully it's done.
My PC is like a radiator in winter.
Wait, did I add the mount? Wait, I didn't add the mount. How much was it for?
Starlink says, what causes monitors and peripherals to be black on boot?
How much was this for? I think it was $6. I didn't did I add it? I don't even know if I added it.
Predrago G says, is 5060 T 16 GB good?
A what? I think I added it.
Dejid Laser says, $6.
Yeah, I think I added it. I'm not sure.
Drajov says, I use a mini compressor. ZPR0 says, when it's cleaning time, I put my PC in the garage, open the door and blast it with my leaf blower. Zada says, very shaky rear seat cam.
All right. All right, 1 second, be right back.
StuKid89 says, I pressure wash my PC when it's time. Ava52 says, yeah, pressure washing is always best. At Hermetic Signal says, don't forget to cook your RAM in the microwave to increase its performance. Ava52 says, yes, download more RAM as well. StuKid89 says, do you guys change your RAM fluid often?
Oh, it's not ready yet. All right, so we're gonna play some chess. Chat.
Epic Flag Eric says, Ava52 tralalalo.
Tra la 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 la. All right, let's play some chess.
Lavakustach says, Swifty, do you still enjoy Infinity?
No. Nine. Nine. All right. Chessiverse. We're gonna go to Chessiverse. All right, hold on a second. How do we do this? I could put it here. Why not?
Sarah123 says, while we're inside the truck now. The car has 80 cameras.
Yep.
WantTube Superman says, am I tripping? Or is there a voice lag to video feed input on the face cam?
A little bit.
Sound? Is that a thing? Or am I wrong here? Epic Flag Eric says, 80 cameras and plastic doors. Lava Kustach says, yeah, it's.
Ba-da-ba-da-bum-ba-bum-bum. Come on, go, go, go. Move, move, move. Maldita sea la porquería esta.
WantTube Superman says, this setup you have here is wild, man. Impressive, but wild.
Impressive. Bam! Let's freaking go! What do we do here? What do we do here? What do we do here?
Ava52 says, oh no, not the flux capacitor.
Wait a minute.
Lava Kustach says, Swifty, do you train wrestling in school?
Train wrestling? No, not really. Wait, let's get this. How do we do this? What do we do here? I'm gonna let's scare this thing away. Back up. He's gonna take. We take. All right. All right. Let's do this. Ah, damn it.
Ava 52 says, not really, he does Lameo.
Okay. Scare that away. Man, what have I done? Damn it. Wait. Oh, I lost my nut. Damn it. All right, I lost this game. Let's play again. Wait, did I lose? Yeah. Resign. All right. So this is against bots. Oh, failed to resign. Try again. Really? Oh, there must be internet issue or something. But anyway, this is like a website where you play against bots. So my rating is 1541 right now. So I try to play fast games. I could play like League of Legends and stuff, or I could connect a ROG ally or something and play with a ROG ally. Play the games.
StupKid89 says, Swifty, did you see RAM prices are going to rise again?
No, I did not see that. No way, for real?
Digitlaser says, Swifty, this is pure curiosity on my end, but how chaotic was it running the Swifty gaming house in Florida during the early days of 24/7 live streaming?
It wasn't really that chaotic. I mean, it was... Oh my gosh, this guy... Hold on. It wasn't really that chaotic.
Lava Kustajach says, yeah, that RAM prices are painful. RAM is so expensive.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Oh, man.
Matt Goranok says, it sucks that can't build a PC ATM with the prices.
Oh, at the moment with the prices, right? Yeah. All right, so it's 1, 2. I think that's all right. All right, let's do this. Oh my God.
StupKid89 says, I got so lucky getting my DDR5 early last year. Lava Kustajach says, and it's going to be even worse.
DDR5?
Grazini says, RAM prices are up 500% from 12 months ago and are projected to rise to 1000%.
What? RAM prices? Are you serious? Why?
Digitlaser says, I spent over $500 on RAM. It was the most painful purchase.
Damn, that's crazy.
ZPR0 says, did you have to talk to any of the gamers to go take a shower or change their socks?
Oh man, I misclicked.
RAM cost more than what the
Hold on,
latest
I
GPU
misclicked.
cost in 2015.
No, not really. I didn't have to do that.
LOL.
Not really. I didn't have to do that.
Says, yes, AI is the reason apparently. Slimaby says, companies need more memory for data centers. Ava 52 says, weird ass questions.
Hold on. It was cool.
Says, did you buy used RAM
It doesn't lag like when I do this, so it's really cool. I like the fact that I could play play games. I like the fact that I could play games on here.
RAM is more valuable than gold by weight.
All right, let's see if the order's done.
Says, little better, I got DDR3.
Yeah.
Goranok says, well, classic should.
Dude, I got a ton of RAM at home, man, in a drawer.
Matt Goranok says, I put 64 GB RAM in my laptop last year for €150. At Hermetic Signal says, RAM at home look like. StuKid89 says, I got some DDR4 left over, wonder if it's going to become an investment, lol. Degid Laser says, 32 GB emo is enough. WantTube Superman says, how has no one tried to steal the stuff on his truck? Haha equals dashing.
How
Or
has
even Instacart here in AZ would get stuff taken quick. I don't know how he does this.
well the thing?
Crazy. Matt Goranok says, I needed 64 GB for virtual server. Grazini says, you should sell that RAM Swifty. You're sitting on a gold mine.
I got a ton of RAM at home.
Says, why would anyone want DDR4?
It's DDR. I have DDR3 and DDR4 also, I think. Like a ton of it.
At Hermetic Signal says, for local AI you really need 128 gigabytes of RAM.
Oh, local AI?
Lava Kustovach says,
Oh, local AI. I got DDR3.
Swifty, did you sell your VR headset?
Yeah, I got rid of it.
Says, DDR5 is the expensive one.
I sold it for $250. I sold it because I'm not using it. It's really good. I had to do a factory reset. The funny thing is, when I sold it, I met a guy at the nearby gasoline station, and then I gave it to him, and he immediately put it on and started navigating and stuff, and he was experienced. He said, oh yeah, because I already have a Quest 2, and he's like, oh, look at the pass through. The pass through is really cool. You can see everything. So he had the headset on. He's playing around with it, and then the controllers didn't have batteries. So he had a friend, and the friend went into the gasoline station, bought some batteries, put it in, and he's like, okay, it works. Yeah, everything's fine. And I sold it for $250. He really liked the fact that I had the headset, and it has the battery pack that goes in the back and everything. The thing is, look, to be honest, it's just sitting in there in my studio. It's just sitting there. I don't use it. Like, I'm doing other things now. I'm doing food deliveries, and then I got it because I thought I was gonna at some point try to become a variety streamer and then do VR stuff, right? But also the thing about streaming VR is a lot of stuff is DMCA also. Like, the coolest games that they have are Beat Saber, and it's just music, right? And it's all DMCA music, so you can't really do that. You can't really do VR for extended periods of time. It's really cool though. The VR is really fantastic. I enjoyed using it. I feel bad I never got to finish the Half-Life Alyx for VR. I told the guy about it. I was like, man, that's the best game, one of the best games I ever played on the VR headset. So he's happy, and that way it doesn't sit in my studio for another year. It's just sitting there getting dust, At least someone's going to put it to good use. So it took it off my hands for $250. $250.
Sub Swifty.
What's up? And what's up,
DPR0 says, have you tried Alex's best game ever?
No, I didn't finish it. It was cool though. But you can't use VR more than an hour. You get vertigo. Now, I do want to get...
says, Swifty, do you feel derealization after use VR goggles?
Yeah. You mean, like, you get seasick. Yeah. Even with the AR mode. Now, there's these new glasses that are going to come out called the Spectacles. I want them, but they're expensive. They're expensive. I gotta put in extra hours if I want to be able to get that. I definitely want to add it to the stream.
When I used the HTC Vive, I wanted to puke.
All right, we're heading home. We're gonna drop this order off, which is on the way home. We're gonna head home. We're gonna pick up the
852
cables.
says, are you going to be taking your streaming stuff with you to California?
No, I'm not gonna stream in
Drop
California, man.
says, what about your e-bike?
So,
Taz Paranormal says, what's up?
oh, what's up, Tess?
StupKid89 says, Swapty, are you going to play GTA 6?
Listen. The problem with doing IRL streams, I always take the equipment with me. It's like the BlizzCon or go to, even on a trip. Like let's say I take a vacation somewhere, right? And I take my streaming setup and I think I'm gonna stream. I never end up streaming. I end up like leaving the stuff in my suitcase, and I just end up, just enjoying the vacation or do whatever it is that I'm doing, because I always run into internet connection issues. Let's say I go to the BlizzCon, you know, we have a busy schedule. There's no time to like have the broadcast going indefinitely, and I can't stream inside the BlizzCon anyway. So let's say during the 2 days of the BlizzCon, I'm probably going to be in there all day, not streaming, and then by the time I'm done, I'm tired. I'm going to be tired after walking around for so long. We're just going to chill, So what I'll do is I'll just stream as much as I can during the week, during the month, and then next month I'll just take a couple days off during September to do these things. Also, I'm heading to South Carolina with Sasha. We're going on a flight to South Carolina to visit her son. So we're going to be doing that in September also. So that's another 2-3 days that I'm going to take off. Oi! 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 Oh, sorry.
Taz Paranormal says, what's Queen New?
What's going on, bruv? Oh, dude, there's lots of trees here.
Lava Kostalach says, Swifty, what MPGU Chevy?
Yeah, it's a Chevy Silverado. Chevy Silverado.
Dolphic says, interior looks like police car with all this tech.
Man, dude, seriously? It keeps trying to give me bad orders. I'm not gonna take bad orders. Relax.
Says, are you planning to do longer stream hours before BlizzCon then?
Yeah, dude. So that's why I'm streaming at night too.
When GTA or WoW Classic California, you'll go back to full-time gaming?
Pretty much. Yeah. All right, 1 second.
StupKid89 says, Swifty, do you think they will show Last Titan with BlizzCon?
Nope. All right, we're gonna pause the app and we're gonna go home on the range. We're gonna go pick up the equipment and we're gonna test it out and see if we can get this camera to work in webcam mode with a it's called an active USB-C extension cable.
Lava Kostalach says, Wrath of the Lich King is best expansion ever, changed my mind.
It's good. It was good for sure, but do we want to play it again for the 4th time?
FPS Lucifer says, yo, what game is this?
Do we want to play it again for the 5th time?
Pedrapa Block says, no. Lava Kostalach says, yes.
Yes? We want to play it again for the 5th time? How do I get out of here? Oh, gosh. I got to go this way.
Budsack says, did you Spark Rewards update there too today?
Spark Rewards? What do you mean? There's Spark Rewards?
At Georgia
Damn it, I don't know where I am.
1703 says, I assume truck is hybrid to make this even profitable on gas?
Not at all, no.
Buttsack says, 3-tier reward program?
Free tier reward program. I don't understand. What do you mean? Free tiered reward program? What does that mean?
Zeal2 says, these ads are crazy. Alpha Pack Master says, according to my wife's dash it's 99 degrees. What's you dash say the temp is Swifty?
It's hot, dude. Trust, it is hot. So there's new Spark rewards?
Lava Kostajach says, Swifty, do you like rice flakes? Buttsack says,
Oh,
Sark is switching to a 3-tier reward system. Silver, gold, sapphire.
really? I didn't hear about that. When are they going to do that?
Gold and sapphire get order prio over the lower.
It's dude, you got to probably go do shopping orders. You get really?
Alpha
Prio?
Master says, feels like 110 degrees here. Buttsack says, it launched in my area today. Ghosty Gustav says, bro, why is he on his CAR? Man, this guy's joking. Let Swifty alone. Frost Zealot says, watch out for those giant Yeti in Winter Springs. Buttsack says, no, but you have to do 120 deliveries per month SMH.
Oh, to qualify? That's crazy.
Lava Kostajach says, God bless Swifty.
I don't know, man. It's probably going to be shopping orders, so it's only priority. It's not make more money. Can you make more money with the other tier, or is it only just for priority? They'll just give it to the people who are higher tier. So is there an incentive to be higher tier? That's my main question.
Stream Element says, Tyrannicus went all in and lost every single one of their 2,400 points. Al. Ghosty Gustav says, in Swifty we trust. Lot from Kuwait.
Hey, thank you, man.
Alpha Pack Master says, 120 deliveries is nothing. Each start has an average of what Swifty 5 deliveries. Lava Kostajach says, we love Swifty. Stream Element says, P. Grazini went on 490 points. P. He now has 212,980.
Stop, Gamba!
Good man.
Okay.
Patrick 0HM says, crazy graph in GTA 6.
Crazy
Alpha
graph
Pack
in
Master
GTA
says,
6.
each stop is a delivery.
What? Oh, each stop is a delivery. Got it. Oh man, you know what? It's 3 o'clock already. Oh my god, dude, I gotta go.
At Hermetic Signal says, DoorDash ELO.
No, let's work until 4. Let me set this camera up. It's gonna be mainly setting this thing up, see if we can get it to work.
0HM says,
It's 20 miles
is
an hour
this
here.
GTA 6?
Yep. Yeah, I've got the stars for the Popo. School's out.
Lava Kostajach says, Swifty with GTA is your fab?
School's
says,
out.
GTA 6 needs a data center to run it.
We gotta go 20 miles an hour in this zone.
Buttsack says, it goes off trips, not delivery.
Trips? Oh, so if I pick up like 10 orders, 10 drop-offs, so you need 100 a month? That's doable, but the problem is like...
Alpha Pack Master says, if each stop doesn't count as a delivery, then Spark's about to lose a bunch of delivery drivers. Buttsack says, you get 2 points. Lava Kostajach says, you look very calm.
I'm curious about that new system. I wonder when they were going to add that here. I don't see anything about that on the app. Yeah, haven't seen anything about that on the app.
Gustav says, Did you try Classic League?
Classic League? No. There's a Classic League of Legends? I'm gonna put the intermission cam while I go home. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna put the intermission cam because I don't want you guys seeing where I live. All right. I can still talk to you guys though.
Starach says, yeah.
I can still talk to you guys though. All right. Watch. I pull up in a truck right now, in this little cafe. A little cafe.
Ghosty Gustav says, nice coffee shop. Late Night Cheese says, but we already know where you live.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Says, classic LOL.
There I am. I look in the window. I'm looking for and look, see how I get in the truck? Like, I just go through the door. And the night elf is looking on her phone, right?
Signal says, yep, can't trust people these days, unfortunately. Dejit Laser says, can you please play the Wawa commercial? It's the best.
You want to play the Wawa?
Says, do you sell goblins in this shop?
I'm going to play the Wawa commercial.
Recipe says, Swifty thoughts on Mop Classic. For me, it's where it all started.
Mop?
Lava Kustach says, yeah, that sigh is painful.
We should go eat at Wawa.
Alpha Pack Master says, I agree, Budsack, that them going to a tiered driver rating system. I get that. Walmart copies others and them doing a point system trying to force more deliveries. I get that too from business perspective. Dejit Laser says, let's go to Wawa.
I might need some gas. Let's eat first.
Frost Zealot says, Wawa.
The sandwiches here are amazing, and I usually get a combo with soda and chips.
Destroyer87 says, Wawa video is the best. Large bag of chips says, let's eat first. Blam 9346 says, the Wawa video is my favorite, LOL. Abanonsk says, I always thought this was an AI video. Lava Kostach says, that headspin Lameo. Recipe says, was catching up on the legendary Legends of Arena series. Motivation to come back to arenas for a big LOL. Hope you're blessed, Swifty.
Oh, wait,
Ghosty Gustav says, hey, where's my double espresso? ZPR0 says, John, their wife is asking who are this woman you're dancing with. Dejit Laser says, Diesel is the green one. Large bag of chips says, this is one of the most riveting Wawa dance performances ever captured on film. ZPR0 says, your. Alpha Pack Master says, agreed, Budsack agreed. It's like these delivery companies don't want employees but then try to push the envelope and blur the lines.
Alright, I'm getting the order. I'm at my house. Right back.
Employee with reward systems. By the way, Wawa better be paying you for this ad, Swifty. Pezzy says, Diesel is the green one. Lava Kostach says, Diesel is all about torque. Large bag of chips says, Diesel will always be the green one.
All right, hold on. Almost done. what the hell?
Alpha Pack Master says, Butsack problem is like Instacart tiered system will bring in the botters.
All right, I got the packages. All right, we're heading back to a spot where I can go do this. Oh, dude, I just opened my garage. Hold on, close. All right, we're heading back. Shouldn't be long. We're gonna. Woo. Oh man, I can't wait to try out this cable and see if it works. I'm excited. If it works, oh my god. We only made 28 today, chat.
At Steve UEV says, oh yeah.
We only made 28.
At
Damn,
B4H4 Era says, when the next Razer Naga giveaway?
Dude, today we got wrecked. I was in the wrong area, man, to be honest. Like, we should have been in another area. There's a lot of luck involved. My gosh, dude. You always have to go to a hotspot. I think the hotspot is definitely Oviedo. That's where I should have been. There wasn't any really good spark orders either.
Alpha Pack Master says, then rank won't matter because the bots monitor the system for dollar amounts, not ratings, and ban. Bot issue only bothers get good orders. Funny bots follow the tiered systems.
Yeah.
ZPR0 says, it's only 28 because you keep missing exits.
No, it's just I didn't get a lot of orders today, but
wait, the workday is over, only 28?
yeah. Well, no. The thing is, I'm
sometimes
fixed.
the PvP zones are really good too for orders.
I'm still gonna
Whatsapp
continue
says,
working on
Map
this
2's red is
equipment.
surely the slowest days for me. I try to relax on these days mostly.
Today's Wednesday, right?
Diamond. At Steve
Yeah.
Evie says, next time will be better.
Oh. If I can get an early morning session and then actually, dude, nights were great, dude. Freaking A, man. Nights, it was like guaranteed $100. I would go far though, but nights were really good. We're daytime now.
Frost Zealot says, it is indeed Wednesday, my dudes.
All right, hold on. I'm almost out of the zone. I have to get out of the home zone. Once I get out of the home zone, then we can switch camera.
Lava Kustach says, it's very late.
That's
Alpha Pack
not that
Master
bad.
says, found a truck for 5,500, but then financing fell through. I was like NVM then.
Ah,
Butsack
sorry
says,
to hear that,
I
man.
made like 80s in 3 hours, so not great, lol.
You made 80 in 3 hours?
Says,
What do you mean that's not
Blinking
great?
Haunted Light was hilarious, dude.
What do you mean? You made 80 in 3 hours? That's
Butsack says,
amazing.
For my area.
Oh, for your area. Damn. I mean, to me, that sounds amazing. 80 in 3 hours? I made how much did I make? 26 in 3 hours.
Gustav says,
Yeah.
let's wait for him at the Barrens.
Yeah. All right, so I got my package.
Can someone catch me up to speed? I haven't seen streams since. Why is he just cruising?
These are the
BPR0
oh man.
says, nighttime deliveries are one of the best cause there's no heat. There's no traffic, you're the king of the road.
True. Yeah.
But
So this is the cable. Hopefully
IADG 40-50 an hour typically. Ghosty Gustav says, sick. Lava Kostach says, I made $27 in 1 hour. Alpha Pack Master says, in Tallahassee I average 25 an hour. Momo 6187 says, What are you doing, dude?
This is an active USB-C 3.0 cable. Active. I'm gonna see if this works. So you plug the cable into here like this. It's a USB-C with a
Momo says,
plug.
I'm the OG.
We're gonna see if this lets me capture the webcam and charge the camera, because I'm having a problem where I can capture the webcam, but it doesn't charge the camera, and the camera dies, and I have to keep replacing the battery. It's super annoying. So I'm gonna see if this works, because I would love to use the camera as a webcam. I mean, I don't mind using it as a webcam. And then it wouldn't have that delay. You know how there's a delay on the cameras? You know there's a delay like on the cameras, right? You guys have been complaining about it. There's a delay. Yes, I know. And it's because I'm streaming with RTMP, SRT.
How much did that cost you?
That cable
Ray
wasn't that
says,
bad. I think the cable...
Audio not synced.
Yeah, and the audio's not synced. Yeah, so it's an issue with the because I'm broadcasting, right? I'm broadcasting a bunch of different signals. But if I just plug it in straight through the cable like a webcam, then I think it's overall it's a better connection. It's more reliable, and it doesn't require to be connected, or it doesn't require broadcasting. So let's test it. Let's test it real quick. All right, which camera are we gonna do? I'm gonna do the back-facing camera, so we're gonna change it to the back right now, and then let's set this up and see if it works.
Moment says, I've never complained about the delay. Some people just like to complain about everything. Lava Kostojach says, Swifty do some beatbox. Momo says, I love getting delayed. GH00775 says, swiftly off IRL.
Because
Chocolate
bailando,
oh,
bailando, oh,
says,
it's hot.
Candyman. Ghosty Gustav says, oh. Butzak says, I am in South 80X. They try to send me orders that would equate to $25 an hour all day long. I just don't take them. I assume a lot of people make around that typically doing this though.
All right, hold on. Holy freaking moly, it's hot. Holy moly. All right, give me 1 second. Dude, it is burning up out there, man.
Butzak says, considering that's the mean ABG of all the orders I get sent as well. Ghosty Gustav says, you're hot.
Yes, hot. All right, here we go. All right, so in order to get this as a webcam, my God, it's hot. Hold on. Let me boost the air. It is so hot.
Swifty, you are hot.
It is so hot, dude. What the heck? Hot feeling, hot, hot, hot. Da-na-na-na-na. All right, can you hear me okay? All right. Yeah, okay. So
Lava Kustarach says, Swifty, you are just perfect.
Thank you, man. All right, let me connect this here and see if I'm going to disconnect the other camera. Hello? All right. I had the wrong camera on. All right, hold on.
Says, no voice.
Yeah, I know. You can probably hear me now. 1 second. So this is webcam 2? Oh.
We want to hear you angelic voice. Epic Flat Eric says, we hear you now.
Oh my god, there it is. Holy moly. All right, hold on. Uh
Ad Inerva2 says, audio delay.
Yes. Okay, dude, you guys keep telling me. I know. Guys, there's an audio delay. Don't worry and be happy. There's an audio delay. Give me 1 second.
Ghosty Gustav says, you are Super Saiyan.
All right, so this is webcam. It worked. Oh my god, it worked. It actually worked.
ZPR0 says, it's 115 degrees at my place. It's insane. I can cook a steak on top of my vehicle. Lava Kustarach says, you are super swifty. Ad Esancool says, don't worry, be happy.
Don't worry. Exactly. Don't worry, be happy. Dude, it's working. It seems pretty solid too.
Ghosty Gustav says, what did Swifty say? It's over 9,000.
This is the new cam. Yo, the webcam actually works.
Epic Flat Eric says, GG Bossman looks good.
Yeah.
Evo Cyber Nation says, I'm wondering if you can Bluetooth the Semerus and have that run through the extra phone and then the data get routed to the house.
It seems pretty
I didn't
legit.
see what was going on. Had to head off to do something.
Oh, it's running better. Oh my gosh, it's so much better.
The guy next to you is a spy.
Oh my god, this cable works. I have to order another one now. Well, actually, I might not have to order another one. Hold on. Let me use a splitter.
Lava Kustarach says, finally synchronized.
Yeah, it's synchronized now. All right, let me see if I can find a splitter.
Eric says, any camera that's Bluetooth or wireless will have a delay. Cable is best.
Let me see.
ZPR0 says, it was just the cable then. Murda Best in Time says, it is crazy how a cable needs to be active and they do not specify that at all unless you know what to look for, kinda annoying. Lava Kustarach says, cable of ruthless.
Yeah, so all it had to do was be inactive. Freaking A, man. Super annoying. I'm looking at that car in front of me. Is it good frames per second? It is. Look at that. It's super smooth. Sheesh. All right. Okay, so now we know. What I want to test right now is, oh man, I don't have it here. I think I have it at home. I have a splitter. And I want to split the two cables to see if I can connect both cameras so I don't have to order another cable, an active cable. I'm hoping one cable does both, so I need a splitter. I don't have one. I have one at home.
Lava Kustarach says, video is synchronized but audio still not.
You mean my audio's not synchronized? Dude, I can't believe I took it out of my car.
Zero says, sign up for Spark if you haven't already.
Yeah, I signed up. I signed up for Spark. I have Spark.
Epic Flag Eric says, your face camera is out of sync.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing.
Stream Element says, Isaac88 just subscribed for 18 months in a row.
Hey, excellent. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, man. Yeah, I took it out, dude. Damn it. I don't have it on me. I have to go home and get it. It's at home.
Galdrina says, yes, Swifty is going to BlizzCon.
I just hit myself. All right, thank you guys. Go ahead and Tazar, go ahead and raid. I have to finish this experiment at home. Try to fix it later. But thank you guys, dude. Now it works. I'm so happy that the active cable fixed it. Now I'm wondering if that would fix the lag issue that I was having with the DJI Action 6. It was running at like 10 frames per second. I'm wondering if that would fix the issue, and then I'd get 60 frames.
Goodbye.
Take it easy, guys. Hey, go ahead and raid Tazar.
We are happy that you are happy.
Yeah, dude, it worked, man.
Zero says, for just $2 you can have the same cable on the same day delivered.
Yeah, I know, but I think it might work on two. I think it might work on two cameras, maybe.
Galdrina says, he is.
Yeah.
Incinerate Gaming says, feels bad, man.
Dude, the cable worked. Let's go. Let's go. Let me know when the raid goes through, man. I'll be back tonight. We're gonna be playing World of Warcraft tonight.
Says, Swifty, if you are incredible handsome, show your face in camera. Murda Best in Time says, hooray for active. Ghosty Gustav says, A.
Hey.
Paranormal says, K.
Okay.
ZPR0 says, so you're not streaming World of Warcraft later?
Yes, I am gonna go stream World of Warcraft later. Yes.
Galdrina says, he said he was.
Yes, I'm gonna stream World of Warcraft later. Alright, I need the splitter. Damn it, I wish I had it.
Taz Paranormal says, it went through.
Alright, good night everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow.